Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Nita the Diva, and we are about to get into some reality talk TV. Y'all, please let me know whether or not you can hear and see me clearly. I would appreciate it. Put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat. Say hello. Say hello. It's spring break for us. Is it spring break for y'all? Are y'all doing the staycation thing for your kids? Are you traveling? What you doing? The planes are falling out the sky, honey. I'm not doing it. Get somebody else to do it. Not doing it. Anyway, I got other things to do. I cannot be doing all of the things as far as the traveling and doing the things the diva got goals. Hey, I diva. I missed you. Hey, Miss Carrie, you probably missed me because I ain't been on this much. listen, listen. Thank you. Y'all can hear me. Okay, great. Great, great, great. So Monique Nicole will be in here. Hey, Miss Kira. Yes, staycation. Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, yes. Getting ready for Easter, y'all. Are y'all ready for this weekend? Girl, when I tell you this weekend it's gonna be like 80 something degrees, I was like, this, yeah, yes, for the 80 degrees, girl. Loving it. Loving it. Hey, Auntie. I love you more. I love you more, y'all. I'm telling you. So we're getting ready for um Easter weekend. I look forward to seeing my auntie, going to church. You're gonna drag me out. I'm gonna come on out. I'm gonna come out and support my auntie, okay? So yes, y'all. Monique Nicole will be in when we're getting ready to do Real Housewives of Atlanta. But Married to Medicine is the gift that keeps on giving. Okay. So I have to cover at least because for me, I'm clear on how I feel, but I just feel like I just gotta get my thoughts out about Married to Medicine, y'all. When I tell y'all, I just Married to Medicine is that show for me. Now it can get repetitive, like this season was, but Married to Medicine is that show. So I am, yes, you are dragging me out. yes, yes, here for Married to Medicine, baby, girl. Because when I tell you, I'm getting ready to drag G, girl, scalp, by his scalp, honey. I'm about to drag a G. Hear me and hear me clearly, okay? Y'all know I can't stand that. No, I can't stand them. Hold on, I'm trying to find out the right format. The right format. Can I get it together? Then you kind of okay. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm sorry to be having to do this. Yeah, I gotta move the things so that we can see the comments and we can see the diva. Okay, so we, girl, yes, girl, ooh, girl. I'm about to get them good. Now, y'all, honestly, it could have been an email. It did not have to be three parts. This was just a carry on of uh, a part two. But because we didn't discuss one or two, I did the work, but we didn't discuss it. So neither here nor there. We're going to touch on some things, and I may go there and touch there and do all the things or whatever, but we're going to go ahead and do it. So, of course, we start out with the whole fight to the death, right? So the guys are on stage and the guys are on stage and Andy is asking Greg, talking about, what do you mean fight to the death? He was like, did you really mean fight to the death? He was like, yeah. And then so everybody just laughing. When I tell you G don't have a lick of sense, self-awareness, like how do you actually get your medical, a doctorate no less, in mental health, and he is clearly unhinged and cuckoo. Girl, when I tell you that nigga is cuckoo, I am trying to understand. Like I feel like the board needs to be alerted, and we need to be like, we need to do some reevaluating. Girl, the graphic. You like my graphic, girl? Girl, this is a mess. This is a mess. Girl, King just sitting up there cool and calm, collected as a cucumber, right? So G just sitting up there. He was like, "Well, he's what is he? What do you say? He's half the age and half my size or double my size, girl. Whatever. It didn't make no sense. It don't make no sense. He would have mollywopped your ass. Just say that, okay? But then he said, but oh, don't forget T combat train, right? So we would have got them together. He makes himself look so dumb every single time. Every single time. Like he doesn't have a ounce, a lick of just scruples. They just gone out in space. They out in space. I'd be like, boy, everybody was laughing. Everybody was laughing. Now, meanwhile, the girls are in the back, girl. Oh, cat fight, getting ready to tussle in the back. Now, oh my God, Simone, Dr. Simone, girl, let the bone go. Let it go. How many seasons do we have to? Girl, we understood that quad gave you her ass to kiss in season 6. But please, Simone, can we start at the beginning of the story? Did y'all support Quad during her tumultuous divorce with the evil leprechaun? Did we? No, we did not. So when y'all gave her y'all asses to kiss, she did the exact same, right? Let the bone go. It's over. Quad has y'all been trying to y'all. I went back to season 1. I've been enjoying myself watching Married to Medicine, girl. It was so many things that I just really forgot about. And you know what? I don't think I started watching like avidly until like season 3 or 4, something like that. So 1 and 2, y'all, I was just like blown away. I said the girls was clocked in season 1. They was clocked in. Simone should be ashamed of herself. That whole thing, and then like how many times does Quad have to apologize and apologize and apologize and apologize? How many times? She's sincere about it. She is, but every time, like it's a back and forth, right, y'all? So every time Quad forgives, she tries to move forward, and Simone is still sitting stagnant in the like she's dug her heels down. She's dug her heels down, and she is just not moving for nobody. She's like that immovable object. She's older, she's set in her ways, and I just don't like the way the doctors be trying to son the wives or the ex-wives of the doctors. Let's just get that clear. Like they've been doing this since season 1. And no shade. Right, for him to be a licensed professional, oh my God. Like they don't teach you that? I thought I thought you learned that. I could be wrong because I'm not a doctor, but I thought that was a part of the whole process, girl. Psychology 101. That's neither here nor there. It's just a side note. Just a side note. Now, Simone came out of her, like, she was screaming to the point she was hoarse. Quad, she had some feelings from last reunion. when she brought up the situation about her niece. I can say it. It was in the blogs. I ain't on the show. We gonna talk about it. The unfortunate accident with her niece. Simone should not have said it. Okay, she shouldn't have said it. She crossed the line, and that is why Quad was like in her gut, telling you, "Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. Fuck you." Let me read. He is spineless. That's why he can't keep a wife. Yes, and haven't had a child. Girl, when I tell you, I feel like he has not produced an heir, is because he does not deserve to be duplicated. He does not deserve a legacy to walk this earth with that fucked up mentality that he got. Girl, it's some scruples loose. And God, that is God's divine protection. T, you better listen. Quad did. Quad said, mm-mm. No, 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 no. I said, I said, Quad, and Quad, she she dropped a little T at the end. I didn't get it, but she dropped a little T at the end, and she said that I believe that we're on the same trajectory and we have more in common than not. And I was like, "Just ooh, girl, Shay, did you catch it? Catch? Did you catch it? She ain't catch it. She's not too bright, y'all. She's not. T. Mm-mm. She's not the brightest bulb. She is. You have or you don't, right? Simone was trying to keep her job. She didn't contribute. Oh, you think that that's what the? You think that that was the play, Adiva? She was trying to turn up so that she could. That's possible. But for some reason, I just feel like because she's the producer's pet, that she's kind of secure. She does the dirty work of the producers, y'all. If you haven't caught on yet, she does the dirty work. So I don't think that I think the doctors are pretty much secure. Like I don't know. I know people been getting tired of Jackie ass. So Jackie, girl, just terrible. Terrible, just no storyline, just there. Your husband ain't even there, girl. He in the DR getting his dick wet, girl. Boo. What else is going on? Jackie do not Jackie do not need to be on the show, y'all. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it, okay? She might. Simone, your storyline was not a good look, girl, because I told you I done tore those raggedy ass boys up. That's why I already said it. I said it don't matter if it's a two-parent household, if the man is in the house, because Cecil, you raised some sorry ass sons. And I said it. Sorry. Sorry ass son. Shit. Pissed me off. Girl. Girl. That's what gotta be careful with trying to do right by the kids. They get this sense of entitlement. They don't want to do nothing. They be lazy. There's a balance. You gotta figure that shit out, girl. Gotta figure it out. Girl, yes, he definitely does not need no babies. Not with that fucked up mental he got, girl. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared for procreation from him. Girl, why would he even girl, the short gene? You trying to pass that girl? Anyway, Letitia shaking my head sometimes she doesn't get it. And she's willfully obtuse. Absolutely, absolutely. She's going in blinders off. She is fully walking into this situation. I have no sympathy for her. She will get enough when she get enough. And either it's going to come from that whole the dynamic of I don't want people to see me lose, or I don't want to let them win in my situation. Like they don't want to, like, like the people are calling her marriage like a farce. They're saying that girl is headed to nowhere, and so she's going to want to prove those people wrong. Y'all, actually, I think we should just stop saying it, because you know how people double down, talk about me against me and you against the world. And when you keep on trying to like, you know, like wake up, red flag, and it seems like it pushes them closer together. It seems like it does just the opposite. So maybe we just need to let it go. I mean, I tore her ass up this season. So anyway, that's it. Girl, yes, clocked it. Clocked it, girl. No. Curtis heard y'all. He was here to see for the back half, right? It felt like from the back half. Like the first couple of episodes, girl, he wasn't here. He wasn't here. Right. Okay, he was in this. Okay. All right. Jackie has the prestige. Yeah. Yeah. She brought Bravo to the White House. So yeah, she cemented. Absolutely. That's what I said. It's just like, thank you, Adiva. I appreciate you, boo. He, he already lost, especially he need to ask God. Girl, he need to ask God why he can't procreate and get a clue. Girl, but yeah, Simone True Colors came out. Her true colors came out, and it was so sad because I felt like Quad was very close to Simone and Jackie in the earlier seasons. And to see how they have how you know the fall from grace is just crazy. It's just crazy. And so, you gave us your ass to kiss, so we hung out with Greg. Girl, you never win when you play dirty, Simone. Mm-mm. We'll see. We'll see. I, some nasty work. And then she hanging out with T girl. Ooh, you on a losing team, girl. Ooh. Yuck. Yikes. Um, girl. Quad said you talk to your wife like shit on a stick. I said, oh, girl. And she just sitting up there just like oh yeah, we gonna watch a video. We gonna watch a video. We gonna get there, y'all. We gonna get there. And it's sad to see. It's sad to see, but I don't feel bad for her. I do not feel sorry for her. Not at all. Not at all. Okay. So, child, even the men, and I always be like, men respect other men's opinion more so than anything else. You can even see that ain't even the case with him. All of the men was trying to get through to Rockhead, evil leprechaun, and nobody could get through to him. So if a man can't even get through to him, he's a lost cause. Because girl, when I tell you the men be in a circle jerk and they definitely respect other men's opinions, girl, T, I feel sorry for your mother. I don't feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for your mother, girl. Girl. Um, Simone would throw T away, yes, just like she did Quad. Yes. Absolutely, absolutely. They was just basically saying they honestly looked like they really lost respect for G on that stage. The fact that every man kept trying to say their piece and G wasn't getting it. I'm still my gaskets are flabbered. Why is he a doctor? Like y'all. Maybe you know what? Maybe back in the day, the standards were pretty low. Maybe back in the day, the standards were pretty low. I'm gonna chalk it up to that. But they were trying to be the voice of reason. They was calling him a cop caller. Like, why are you calling the cops on another black man when he didn't even do nothing to you? It was crazy. The men really just lost respect for him. It was just crazy. I was just like, this is just a mess. This is a mess. Honey, Now that goddamn heavily, I don't know where this shit came from out the clear blue sky. We gotta fix this, sister. We gotta fix it. I said, Heavenly, shut your ass up. Shut up. Don't nobody believe nothing you say, girl, because you say it and you gonna take it back. Okay. So that's all I had to say with that. I was like, that was fake ass apology. I was just like, and then she ain't the only one getting fake ass apologies. Hold on, let me see. This weak ass apology to T. He, you see the shit on the stick? I'll crack me up. I love my graphics, y'all. I be doing the damn thing. I be sitting up there just doing this. Girl, he didn't even look at her. He was looking down. She was all like this. I said, girl. And then we can't even say that she's that young, y'all. She's not even in her 20s no more. She is in her 30s. I believe she is 34 or 35 years old. Now, please make this shit make sense to me. Please make it make sense to me because I am at a loss. I'm at a loss. Right. Heavenly, hush your ass up. Let me go back to the slide with Heavenly crazy ass. But we're gonna keep it moving because like I said, she gonna say it and she gonna take it back. So ain't nobody stunting Heavenly. And then I guess because Contessa is coming back, because it seemed like, when they gave at the end, Simone and Jackie kind of went around saying their little things and they was like, welcome back, Contessa. So it feels like that's like where they're going with this whole thing or whatever. So now this situation right here, this nigga, I mean, I be like, the camera's right there, right? We saw what actually happened, right? And like I said, like that nigga is such a liar, such a narcissist, such a like y'all, I'm telling you, he will make my head explode trying to understand what is he not getting. Why can't nobody reason with him? He was absolutely in the wrong. And it feels like, not malpractice wise, it's a bad look. I don't think it's against the ethics of it, but the fact that he couldn't even cop up to saying that, I felt the way because of what your wife said, just like in the text message. Heavenly had to clock his T. She had to produce the receipt, the text message that he sent Dr. Damon saying that, hey, just because of what your wife said, I ain't fucking with you no more. I ain't fucking with your class. I can't do all of that stuff or whatever, right? The fact that he can't stand in it, see, that's my problem with him. Like, you can make mistakes, you can do whatever, but don't be sitting up there throwing a rock and hiding your hand. You stand up in your shit. You stand in it. You said it. That's your stance on it. You drew a boundary. That's what it is. Then you need to let it be known. You knew that you was gonna look bad for it though. He knew he was gonna look bad for this. So I was with Dr. Damon. I'm never on Dr. G's side ever, ever, ever. Just in case y'all ain't know. Yes, he called him a coward. That's what I'm saying. If you can't stand on business, you ain't got nothing to say to me. You ain't got. We ain't changing no stories. We ain't starting at point B. We're starting at A. That's how we roll over here. Okay. Listen, he is a coward. He is a coward. Um, Flashback from being bullied, so studies, and he has money. Okay, he might have been bullied. I don't care. Yeah, so I don't know. That's probably what it was. Like he felt like he had to be better than what people called him or something like that. So maybe that's what that was. But girl, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Hold on, y'all. I ain't even share this on Facebook. And hold on. I ain't shared because I'm not streaming from Facebook no more. Hold on. Real quick, y'all. All right. I gotta share the Twitter too, but I'll be doing that in between. But yeah, y'all, how y'all feel about that? She clocked this tea. I was like, this good. Produce the receipts. Do I need to bring the receipts, baby girl? Okay, okay. One for Damon. Now Andy actually asked, "Do Quad?" When he asked Quad, he directed it straight to Quad. He was like, "Do you think that you know, you was a little tipsy? You was a little tipsy." Now, I was on social media and they were saying that they're both triggered. And I don't believe that. I don't believe that they're both triggered. What I believe, hold on, let me put this back up. What I believe is that Claude is just petty. He's the triggered one, and she's the petty one. She's petty because it was a bad divorce. And so I can say whatever I want to say, as long as I'm not disrespecting nobody. Now you can catch all the shade that I'm throwing. You can feel all the jabs that I'm jabbing. But guess what? At the end of the day, when okay, so let me read this. It says T said, "I want her to stop mentioning my husband." King was like, "Your husband wasn't mentioned." Greg said he felt insulted. She said, King said she didn't insult him. She said, "I didn't insult you." She's saying that she's bigging up her man and he's feeling some type of way. And I said, right. So bigging up your man and feeling some type of way, that's all on you. That's a you problem, right? It's the classic case of a hit dog will holler. Hello? And that's just what it was. That's just what it was. Your marriage was documented on this TV show. There's no way around it. It's a hit dog will holler. Okay? That is exactly what we're talking about right now. So he asked her, was it because she was drinking? Yes, and it was. And it was because I mean she's taking little digs now, but yeah, when I tell you Quad was on one, talking about baby Lunsford is on the way, and I'm gonna throw the baby shower. I said, baby, listen, that was petty. That wasn't disrespectful. That was petty. Let's call a thing, okay? That was petty of her to say that. Did she have to say it? No. You want a show, you want the smoke, and then come get it. Okay. Listen, you want the smoke? Come on, get it. I got it for you. Fuck with me. You know I got it. Okay. Listen, G said he felt insulted. King said he didn't insult you. Then they was talking about the men, y'all. So they was talking about the men, right? And the men have this unspoken rule, obligation to speak up for their wife. You know, when it pertains to speaking to another man about situations, they don't want the men to be going at the women, especially when everybody has someone behind them, right? I get it. I got it. That's fine. Because listen, the thing about women, we know how to fight with our words. We'll cut you to the white motherfucking meat. Don't fuck with it. And that's why a lot of women do end up in abusive situations because we not sitting up here fighting, aggressively with our hands, being physical. We cut you with your words. We know how to dig. We know how to do the things. We know how to. You get what I'm putting down, and so it always. Hey, Tamika, what's up? What's up? Yes, Curtis hit the nail on the head. Right. Greg last season kept on flaunting his new wife, and Quad wasn't Wait a minute, Quad wasn't. I don't wasn't bothered. I think or unbothered. Let me not change your words. Greg can dish it, but he cannot take it. He cannot. He cannot. And if Quad was bothered, bitch, she didn't let a motherfucking sweat show. She ain't move no differently. She was cool as a cucumber. She let them do everything they wanted to do. And then all of the problems came when Quad had a man. Hello, somebody. Yes, Greg still loves her. And he's butthurt because she was like, yes, I ended the marriage. I said, hello. Yes, I ended the marriage. And I was like, she asked for the divorce. We saw it on TV, y'all. Like, hey, we see the cameras. Hey, y'all, we here. We watching the show. Yes, she was unbothered. Yes, I do. Yes, yes, yes. Hit that like button, y'all. Turn on your notifications. Get down in the comments. I love the engagement in the chat, but get down in the comments and let me know your commentary on my commentary, girl. Do you believe? Is this a hit dog Wahala? Listen, Greg knows it, girl, shit on the stick. That's it right there. Shit on the stick. Yes. Oh my God. Greg is acting the way they expected Quad to. Yes, it was the gimme gotcha for the century, y'all. When I tell you, Miss Quad, she played that thing right. She played it right. I love it for her. I'm here for it. And y'all ain't gonna make me hate Miss Quad because y'all they just girl when I tell you the classism, it's like they want her to kiss the ring. And I'm just like, all right, she's done it. Can y'all let it the fuck go? And this whole thing, girl, when I tell you I had to get up out the Married to Medicine groups on Facebook, y'all, when I tell you she's not married to medicine anymore, I was like, ain't none of the housewives married. What? Like, none of the basketball wives are married. What the fuck? What are we talking about here? She was married to medicine. Married MD. Actually, her title fits the name of the show perfectly. She was married to medicine. Catch that. I'm so sick of them. I got so sick of those people in that goddamn group. I said, you know what? These must be G's. These must be G's relatives in this oh my god. Listen. Yes, okay. Yes, Tamika, my mom in here doing what she needs to do. That's why she got that wrench behind her name. Come on, Tamika. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so, so much. Hey, Greta girl. What is up, girl? Um, yes. So anyway, where we at? Anywho, yeah. Oh, girl, when Toya jabbed at T talking about you're used to your husband, your man talking to you like that, and we're not. I said, oh, girl. I was like, let him go. Let her go. Y'all, when I tell you they were swinging T's ass every which way but loose, they was dragging. Oh my God. I almost felt bad for her, and then that went away real quick. That went away real quick. Okay, y'all. We got another diva in the house. I got to meet my boo. I got to meet boo in here. Oh, wait. I ain't got you in here yet. Child. Where we at? They got my boo. I got to meet my boo this weekend in New York, y'all. Did y'all check our Instagram? Yes, yes, yes. We had
Yes,
a great
honey, they were showing us love, girl. We got love on Instagram. We got love on Facebook.
time. All
We got
right.
love on YouTube.
I have to
People was
repost
like,
it.
"Wait, who your friend Nina? She look good." I said, "Don't worry, she's taken. Sorry, you can't have her. But I will relay the message." Okay. I had to fight. I
Thank
had to fight a
y'all.
couple people. I had to fight a couple people that slid in my DMs about you, girl. I said, "Okay, she's taken."
Right. Yes, yes, yes. What is
Yes,
up,
you
Mo?
the ID, but I miss you,
Yeah, she
boo.
is back.
Yes, one of our new subscribers who have been supporting us, Hunty. Yes.
Yes, 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 yes. Girl, they ate her up, girl.
Who? Which sweetie?
Yeah,
Girl.
it was bad, baby. It was bad. It was bad. Okay, so let's see where we're gonna go. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go back here. All right. So I know what you thought about that whack ass apology to T from Greg? Oops, sorry,
Did I even remember it at this point?
girl, it was whack.
If it
It's,
was, I'm gonna be honest, you guys, and I'm typing Greg from when he's with. Listen, okay, let me get my thoughts together. I
thank you.
know a lot of y'all don't like quad, but I really challenge a lot of y'all to tap into your emotional intelligence and to be able to separate, right? When quads has said over and over again, sometimes the person doesn't change and they just replace their
Mm-hmm.
partner. Um, I remember Gregory has always had a problem taking accountability, taking ownership, and apologizing. I think he's almost incapable of being vulnerable, sincere, and giving a sincere apology. I remember there were times where Quad would beg him to just hear
Yes,
her, feel
yes.
her, just resonate with her, be compassionate with her, and just apologize, own his shit. This is the same man that almost cheated on his wife in a hotel room with another trick and then brought the information to the wife. And instead of apologizing, he told Quad, "Well, fix it. The girl's trying to extort me, so help me fix this. You gonna help me or not? You gonna help me or not, Quad?" Same man that did that.
He's trifling.
So sorry. And trust me, I am a fair person. If Greg came back on this show and was born again and saw how he acted on TV 7 years ago and said, "You know what, I didn't like what I saw," if he came back a changed, improved person, I would give him credit because I'm never gonna diss someone who's grown. A part of life is growing and learning from your shit. But the fact that this ninja was off TV for 7 years, damn near, if I'm doing my math right, 6, 7 years he's been off the show. About six, at least they've been at least a solid 6. The fact that he brought his narrow milk dud ass back on the show 6 years later and is the same arrogant prick that he was 6 years ago lets me know that he's had zero growth. The only thing that's grown is the fact that he do look better. He lost a little weight and he got a beard. That's it. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. That's it. I don't know about y'all, but that's all I see. That's the
Yeah,
only change I think Greg has done.
absolutely, absolutely.
He ain't ish.
Girl, he is not ish. Not at all. And T thinks she got a damn prize. Honey, he done put you on the mortgage.
Whoo.
Not the deed, the mortgage, girl. What
I
is
guess she
happening
ain't
here?
get too much access to the money.
Right. You could tell by the way that dress look, girl. Ooh, girl. How
She ain't get too
dreadful.
much access to the money.
How dreadful. Dreadful.
And I don't even like to be mean. I don't even like to be mean because when
That
Sweet Tea first came on, I know your ass will. Rawr, I know you will, but my little pit bull. But I I did when Sweet Tea came on last season. I did try to give the girl a chance. I did not come in, even though I'm Team Quad. I can say I truly gave her a fair chance. I did.
Mm-hmm.
I know I did.
Absolutely.
I know I did.
I tried.
I
I tried.
tried. I
I
really
tried.
tried. I can honestly say I did try last season. And this season, I mean, to be honest, y'all, and I think a lot of viewers get amnesia. I will say some of the ladies' disdain for Sweet Tea did start from last season. I know Dr. Jackie has her ways, but we have to remember Sweet Tea cussed the hell out of Dr. Jackie last season for no reason. Now, if
Hey,
Jackie
Queen.
deserved it, that would be different. But y'all got to remember, she cussed out Dr. Jackie
Mm-hmm.
and called her a B or called her, it
Mm-hmm.
was kind of unwarranted. So that's why Jackie don't see it for Sweet Tea.
Right.
And to be honest, from what I heard from the ladies, on the YouTube channel, Sweet Tea this season was very physical. Like she does a
It
lot of
was.
push. She pushes the ladies. She
Mm-hmm.
does a lot of aggressive stuff, and they get sick of it. I want to root for her, but she's very immature to me. I think she's very delusional. I think she's very immature, and I think she doesn't know how to regulate her emotions, and
Right.
I think
Right.
it shows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the thing is about her, like when I tried to give her a chance, once I realized that Greg hadn't changed, that changed the whole trajectory because you went
Mhm.
in with your eyes open. You were a fan of this show. You
Yes.
watched this show.
Mhm.
You watched it. You ain't watched the clips on the
No,
blogs.
she watched
You
the show
watched the show.
like Brick Edie watched Housewives of Atlanta.
Exactly. Hello, and we're gonna get there. She's a fan. She's a fan.
And I
And
like it. Anyway,
yeah,
we'll get
exactly.
there.
And she went in both eyes open, so I can't feel bad for her because, like I said, had he had some growth and some change, then okay.
And then exactly.
Exactly. Girl.
Oh, this clown show, Lord have mercy. And I know Andy Cohen, the production company, y'all ain't SHIT because y'all knew what y'all was doing when you had his ass perform this damn song. Y'all knew Bravo loves to have somebody perform. We should have known from 15 years ago when they had Kim Zolciak perform that stupid song on the reunion. It all started with Kim Zolciak. It all
Exactly.
started with Kim.
Yeah.
Kenya had her little song. Luann from New York had her. I mean, the how. So they had to give Greg a chance. Remember, Nita, they gave didn't they give Contessa husband, what's his name? Remember
Yep.
he used to rap sing.
Yep.
Yeah. Scott's ass was up there at one point rapping and singing. Oh
I
Lord.
was like, baby, they are laughing at you, not with
Not with
you.
you. Did you see? Did you see? Did you see Damon's face? Damon looks so.
They were mortified.
Oh God.
They were mortified. And y'all know I turned this into a reel.
Oh God.
So let's go ahead and
Your
watch this channel.
commentary has been very funny on social media lately. You've been having me really crack up.
Thank you, baby.
Tomato, Kira, tomato.
Right. Tomato. Tomato, y'all.
Great, they are laughing at you.
Everybody mad.
All I hear is Dr. Simone Love.
Look at her. Oh, it's Mercy person. You ain't shit, nigga. That's a bad idea.
A real bad. Oh, not the dance moves. Look at Damon. Ooh.
Oh my God, Jesus.
Oh God.
Please no.
And T goofy ass, you did good job, baby. Good job.
Money. Everybody mad.
Simone was cracking up.
One was really cracking up,
Oh
baby.
my
Not with
God.
to the but the tea is y'all on hey Shayna Boo.
Hey, Shayna.
The, the can you highlight Kira's comment real quick with the access to the money? The true tea is y'all. When I watch what happens live, Dr. Gregory wasn't very fond of Sweet Tea's t-shirts that she was selling.
Exactly.
He was actually uncomfortable with it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
now all of a sudden he wants to promote it and man, get the fuck out of here.
It
With
was
y'all
the best.
stupid ass.
It
I gave
was.
them a chance. I can go to bed at night knowing I'm not a bully, and I really did give them. I gave them a chance. I don't want to see them back next season. Goodbye. I would rather see the psychiatrist and her cute little NFL. I like them.
Oh
I
yeah.
think they're a great fit. Now,
Mhm.
Married to Medicine has a history of not bringing people back as friends of, which I think they really do themselves a disservice by not giving people a second chance. I'm not saying everyone deserves a second chance, but there have been a few people over the years that I think deserve to come back a second time on Married to Medicine as friends of. So I hope they come back. But Sweet Tea and Greg, bye-bye.
Girl, T over there clapping off beat, looking like somebody's great grandmother. I was like, girl, you supposed to be bringing a youthfulness. It was. Did y'all see how Toya popped her neck? Like,
Toya was over the shit. And I don't know if you guys are aware of it. I saw a lot of people comment on social media and was very confused by Toya beefing now with Sweet Tea and like a lot of stuff happens, you guys, off air leading, like I'm talking about a couple weeks leading up to the reunion, maybe the last few weeks, maybe the last month before the reunion. Toya and T had a little bit of battle and it did bleed over to social media, so that is why Toya was so nasty to T. A lot of people are like,
yeah,
why is Toya being mean? Weren't they friends? Some stuff happened leading up to the reunion that pissed
right.
Toya off. So just a little insight if y'all didn't catch that.
Right. And also too, I think she was trying, like, my whole thing is like when she was having this talk, her and Mimi was having this talk with her. It felt
Yes.
like she was trying to coach her and guide her so that we can have this alliance. We don't want to cut the cord with you, but she was not picking up what she was putting
She
down.
wasn't picking up what Toya was trying to help her.
She was.
She was trying to help. And that's why I'm saying, y'all, and I'm not trying to be funny. It's just, I don't know if she's just that delusional because Toya really was a good friend to T the last couple years. It may have started as her using T to get back at Quad. I do
Yeah,
think that's the inception of it, but
I
I
do.
do think over time she did grow to like T.
Hmm.
And Toya was one of the only ones that really had T's back the last couple of years. So
Yeah.
I know me, I'm never gonna make an enemy out of someone who had my back. I'm not gonna
Right.
do it.
Right.
So
No, no. How did you feel about Jackie pushing her out that damn dressing room when things was getting
and now this is, I will completely admit I may be biased because I don't care for T. I laughed and I thought it was funny, but I also, because I'm a very, fair person, I can understand how that could have came off as dismissive and rude. But in
Oh
the
no,
moment,
Jackie meant it to be rude and dismissive.
but my thing is, I'm okay with that. I'm
Okay.
okay. If you call me a bitch and you curse me out unwarranted, I don't have to like you after that. So if Jackie don't like T no more, oh well, like
That's
that's how
what
I
it is.
feel. I'm not
Right.
saying it's right, but
Right.
that's just how I feel about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Because actually, I don't think T had the right motives going in that room. She was going to go in there and
And hype her
continue.
up.
Yes, she was going to continue to put the
I think so.
battery in
And I
her
think,
back.
and to be honest, Nita, I think Jackie knows that about
Yep.
T, and that's why she was like, get out.
Yep.
Let me calm my friend down in this moment.
Mhm.
I don't need you right now.
That's it.
And I'm not saying it wasn't rude.
She was
It
trying
was
to
rude.
energize that
Yes,
battery.
she
Mm,
was. So
yep.
it was it rude? Yes. Do I feel bad? No. That's how I feel about it.
Exactly.
I'm just
Exactly.
being real with y'all. I'm being real
Yep.
with y'all.
And like Shayna said in her review, if y'all don't know, she reviewed the show and she said this could have been an email.
Ooh,
This could have been a text message or email. It was basically a rehashing of part
regurgitation.
two. Yeah.
Yep, yep.
So yeah.
It
But
was like
yes,
part two extended.
exactly. 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 That's why we're not gonna oh well shit. I already been on here almost an hour. Okay.
Oh, girl, yeah, you have. Come on
Let's
now.
move on to
RHOA, baby. Let's go.
now. Okay. I'm sorry, I did not download these slides. But give your overall opinion. Let's close out Married to Medicine, y'all. What did y'all give the season as a whole and the reunions as a whole? Drop
Hmm.
it down in the comments while I download these slides. And
Okay.
I'm gonna check on.
I'm gonna let y'all do. I'm gonna just verbalize it
Thank you,
while
honey.
you guys are typing in. We really want to hear from y'all.
Yes. As
Okay.
a but
I
y'all
think
know Married to Medicine is my show.
it's
So
my favorite.
y'all will
So
never make me hate Married to Medicine.
I will
Yes, it
never
was
hate it.
repetitive. It
It
was
did drag.
repetitive.
It
Yes.
dragged a little bit. It did drag a
But it
little
was
bit.
good. It was good.
Honestly, I think I'm gonna do. Gosh, I think reunion. I will give the reunion.
Damn it.
I'm between a 6.5 and a 7 for the reunion. I'm gonna
Okay.
say 7. Reunion 7. The season. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Okay.
I want to. Okay, Miss Kira says for the season. Okay, I think this is fair. For the season, Miss Kira gives Married to Medicine a 7.5, maybe an 8. I think that's fair. I'm kind of on the same line as you, sis. And then for reunion, Miss Kira gives it a 7 to a 7.5. I think that is very fair. What else? Where Shayna, what you rated, boo? The iDiva, what you rating it, boo? Okay, Greta. Okay, Greta, I respect it. Season a 7 and a reunion a 7. I love that. Hola, queen. Hola, hola. Let's see. Here it said, "Go on, T. Grown folks are talking." Letitia
Hello.
would
Hello.
have kept some more height. Exact. It's crazy how we all three of us, even though we think differently, we all picked that up. Exactly. She would have gotten some. She would have kept Simone height. I totally agree,
Exactly.
and I'm
Exactly.
not even being biased. I'm going off of what I gather from her energy and personality.
Okay. All right.
Lena must have popped off.
Right.
I mean, hopped off.
Okay.
Hola, Queen. If you
And
watch the medicine, give us your rating
I think she said she was here for Married to Medicine. I don't know if she's gonna be here for
for Ola.
Housewives.
Who?
Idiva.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, Adiva. Thank you for stopping by, boo. Now we with Housewives of Atlanta, the last time we were on camera, Anita, this was the episode where they were at the bank and where Britt Edie did the whole "don't let me get my pow pow" because I got pistols and whips and chains and pistols, right?
Right.
So
Ooh.
now we're about to cover the saga in the incident.
The aftermath, right?
No, the Kenya Moore hair care
Oh
event.
yeah.
We never
Yeah.
talked about that
Oh
yet.
yeah, I have that. I have that. Okay.
Shayna, you back. Thank you, boo. I just want to see what you rate for Married to Medicine, Shayna. We want you to rate the season and I want you to rate the reunion.
Mhm.
I'm just curious, honey, to know what you think.
as we move into
As
Housewives.
we move into Housewives.
Y'all, it's just so sad that Kenya let a newbie trick her out of her. I'm so sad to see it. That was a
Rookie.
rookie move. I cannot believe Kenya is way more smarter than that.
I agree.
I mean, I felt like she could have threw a little shade, but she just went way overboard.
Mm-hmm.
Way overboard. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
child.
And y'all, and this is why I did what I did last night, y'all. I went live for about an hour strictly talking about the Kenya and Britt Edie feud and the incident because it was hold on. Married to Medicine season 7. Okay,
Mm.
the season 7 union. Okay. I agree, Shayna.
Oh yeah, I already said that. I already shouted you out, girl.
Who did?
No, I shouted Shayna out when I said
Oh, nice.
it could have been an email.
Could have been an email. Could have been, yeah. Shayna, we did mention that a few minutes ago. Yeah, y'all go when y'all get a
Yeah.
chance next couple days. Show my channel some love. Go look at my live where I really dive deep for like an hour and give my real in-depth thoughts and feelings about the whole Kenya versus Brit. I give you guys some behind the scenes tea production. Nita, I can tell you right now, I don't care what nobody says.
Mhm.
Production did not know Kenya was going to do what she did. They had no idea about those photos. When
Oh
Kenya
wow.
did when Kenya did what she did, when I tell you when that happened, it was chaos. Like production was like, what the do we do? We're losing Kenya. And I go into detail, guys, because I do want us as reality TV viewers, we have to start changing our verbiage and narrative. We cannot blame production for everything. We have to remember it's the network production company. The network, Bravo and NBC Universal hire a production company to execute the season. The production company has zero say so in who comes back, who gets let. That is not the production company. That is NBC, Universal, and Bravo. So trust me when I say the production company was like, we're losing Kenya at the beginning of the effing. Like it would be a little different if we were halfway. They lost Kenya within the first month of
Right, 4 weeks.
filming.
Yeah.
It was the first I know because I was in communication with the production manager. That's why I couldn't even really do as much work as I wanted to with them because when I tell you they were in shambles, they're never going to admit this. I'm telling you guys, they were in shambles. So much was going, they didn't know what they did not anticipate this happening and Kenya being suspended. So they were in shambles. And I hope we don't see it as viewers. I hope it doesn't feel it. But I can tell you behind the scenes, they were in shambles. They were in
Yeah.
shambles. And
I bet. I mean, the OG,
they were
like,
they were in shambles. And
but the
all
only thing,
yeah,
the
go
only
ahead.
thing I want to say is that I don't understand how they didn't know because I thought that that's what they do. They come to you, they ask you, what are you planning on doing? What is your plan? What's happening?
No.
So I mean,
So
I guess Kenya could have omitted that information. She did not spell
I'm
out
saying
exactly what
we
was
didn't
going to
tell
be
her. We didn't tell them.
right.
Understand this. When Kenya did that event, she was a little upset with production because she felt as though production did not take the threat that Britt Edie said. She felt like production did not really
Exactly.
take it seriously.
They didn't because she shouldn't have been there. If we
Boom.
start at A,
At the beginning,
we
right?
start at the beginning of the
And
story.
so again, shout out to me. Go to my video. I go very in depth with
Shout
this,
out
you
to me.
guys. Shout out to me. I go very in depth, and I'm gonna make it quick because y'all know I'm a certified yapper. Nita and I agree. What Kenya did was dead ass wrong, and Kenya's too fucking smart. Sorry, she's too freaking smart for this. However,
Hey,
I will
Kenya.
always stand behind Kenya in that production and the network should have done something about the Brit Eady situation. I'm not saying they should have fired Brit Eady. I personally think a 5-episode, a 4-episode suspension would have sufficed. That way, with Brit Eady being a freshman, you could have told her, "Hey, sis, I know you new here, but that's not how we don't threaten each other with pow pows." I think that would have stung her, and I think that would have made Kenya feel protected and valued by the very network that she has brought money and viewership for
Exactly.
over a decade. So I 100% I blame everyone has a part in this. It's not just Brit, it's not just Kenya, it's also production and it's also NBC Universal. Now,
Yeah.
NBC Universal, I like you. I want to work for y'all one day. But I'm just saying, I do think it starts with the head, and I do think that had Kenya felt a little bit of loyalty from them, a little bit of protection, it wouldn't have happened. I'm not justifying what Kenya did. I think what Kenya did was stupid. It was so outrageous. It was stupid.
It was indefensible. You can't defend it. I'm sorry, you cannot.
After the time that we're in, we're talking after Me Too movement, and we're talking about assault and harass. We're in
It's
a very
indefensible.
sensitive time where you can't do stuff like that.
Right.
You can't do it, Kenya.
Right. That's the stunt queen of 1990.
You
Like,
can't do what you
it's
did
out of
15
here.
years ago. You can't
It's
do that,
late.
and
It's
you
tired.
can't
We
do it
can't do
in
that no more.
2025. Why do the thing is, you guys, the reason why Kenya is not on the show this season is because Brit Eady, I don't know what freaking attorney she has. Brit got her lawyers involved and shut that shit down. If you're going to get back at someone in 2025, it cannot be something that is illegal or could be argued to be illegal or a lot. You can't do it. And Kenya is so freaking smart. We have watched Kenya for over a decade spar with these ladies, go head to head with the best of them.
Yeah.
Kenya has gone through way worse. These girls have ripped her apart, ganged up on her. Kenya, and Kenya is no martyr because she's done some dirt, but I'm just saying Kenya has done a lot, but Kenya has gone through so much more, and she is too smart. This is some little girl immature shit. Oh, let me go find some explicit photos and put it, and you sucking pee. Girl, you're too grown for that, Kenya. You could have, and the thing is, Kenya had everybody was on Kenya's side. Leading up to the poster board presentation, everybody was on, at least the cast.
Right.
The cast was on her side.
Absolutely.
Come on, Kenya. Brit Eady is light work. You've gone against Nene. You've gone against Phaedra.
Girl.
Who is Brit Eady compared to Nene and Phaedra, girl? Portia booked your ass, and you come on, girl.
Girl, come on, Kenya been through the ringer, girl.
Kenya has been through, and that's why I respect her as a vet.
Right.
And to see her, girl, what they say,
Diva don't like Kenya. She said, I don't like Kenya at all.
A lot of people, Kenya is a polarized.
I know she is a mean girl. Like,
she can be.
And that's why I said she was past that era. She wasn't that girl anymore. She wasn't that girl anymore. Ever since she had Brooklyn, she's turned a page. Her life is more fulfilling. And that's what, if you notice, it's a pattern throughout the episode where everybody was like, when girls aren't happy. But I believe Kenya is happy. Y'all, when I tell y'all, did y'all see how many shots she was drinking?
She was nervous
to gas herself up to do what she was about to do, y'all.
And she shouldn't have done it.
She didn't even want to do it.
Because that's not Kenya. When has Kenya ever had to take shots of liquor to gear herself up to do one of her antics? Kenya,
it's off the cuff most of the time.
And even if it's premeditated, it's still lighthearted. Like, this was too low down in the gutter.
Yeah, it was. It was. And then my thing is like I feel like you could have threatened it. I feel like you could have, but depending on where you at, threats. You remember harassing communications. Hello, Martell, LMA, LAMA.
Yeah.
That
Um,
whole thing. It doesn't matter. But I'm just saying, like it could have been a threat. It could have been like an airdrop. It could have been like it could have been so. It just not at your event. Not at your event.
yeah, I
You
mean,
turned
nowhere, but
everyone.
definitely not your event.
Like everybody was disgusted. They were ready to go. You literally grand opening, grand close,
Grand closing.
all within 5 to 10 minutes.
And
Girl,
Nita, on my channel, I say you don't know what investors could have been interested and then pulled out because nobody wants to. The thing is, it doesn't matter if you don't like Brit. People in today's time do not want to touch anything illegal, anything with lawyers and attorneys, anything with harassment or a small schmalt. Nobody wants to touch that.
mm-hmm.
So Kenya is the queen of stunts and tricks.
I'm gonna have to whack you, Kenya.
I love you, Kenya, but you girl, you
It
know
was
better, Kenya.
bad. It
That
was
was
bad.
bad.
It
And
was
I don't
bad.
like what Kenya's doing now on social media. She's backpedaling. You
Yeah.
had an apology tour a couple months ago with Tamron Hall, and now you want to backpedal, and now you want to gaslight everybody. I love you cannot have it both ways. You can't
Yeah,
do it both, Kenya. And I don't
absolutely.
like what she's doing to Cynthia. That is really pissing me off. Cynthia has been a good friend. I'm not saying she's perfect, but she's been a very good friend to Kenya because
Mhm.
Kenya isn't perfect either. Let's not forget Kenya almost ruined
Hello.
it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
for her to try to publicly bash Cynthia on social media and act like, because she reposted that clip of Nene over 10 years ago when she was saying, oh, Cynthia, she goes wherever the wind blows. Kenya reposted it being shady. And I'm like, no,
No.
Cynthia has had your back more than Cynthia has had Kenya's back more than any housewife on Atlanta.
Even
Cynthia
Candy? Even Candy?
more because I say more, they're neck and neck, but more because Cynthia and Kenya formed a closer bond sooner than Candy and Kenya did.
Oh,
You have
okay.
to remember the
Okay.
first few years.
Okay.
Remember, Candy was still up Phaedra's ass and BFFs were her. So Candy wasn't really feeling Kenya the first couple 3 seasons.
Okay.
It wasn't
Okay.
until like later that Candy and Kenya got close. But I just feel like
Mhm.
they've really been friends. And for you to publicly bash Cynthia and act like she's not been good to you, I don't like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I don't
I didn't
like
like it. And what I did respect with Cynthia is that she told you to your
your
face.
face.
That is the true definition of a friend. Not talking behind your back, saying it to your face. And I respect that she did it in the moment. She didn't do it in a confessional. She did not do none of that.
And Nina, she still did it with grace. She said, Kenya, I love you, but I think you're bigger and better than this.
Yeah.
I don't like this. She said, I will talk to you. She said, I will talk to you later. She didn't even give Kenya everything in that moment. She said, I love you. You are bigger and you're better than this. I will talk to you later. I love you.
Absolutely.
Congratulations. And she walked out.
Yeah.
Now you want to act like Cynthia is not a good friend, Kenya,
Mhm.
y'all. If Kenya's not careful, the support that she's been getting, she's gonna lose it if she keeps. And Nita, did you see that Kenya is going to go on her YouTube channel on Friday?
Yes, it was supposed to be earlier, but it's been postponed. So
When? What time?
Friday, but we still don't have a date. I mean, we Friday is it at 8, y'all?
I
I
think it's
think she
8 o'clock
did put
at
a date.
night.
Yeah, I think she put a date on it. I mean, a time because she
I think
just said
it's 8
I
o'clock at
think she
night.
just said Wednesday, and Wednesday came and gone. No Kenya.
Okay, I thought it was
I can't
Friday.
even. I can't even. Yeah, it's Friday now
Okay,
because she actually put another announcement up. So yeah,
I
8.
got you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Yep, 8 p.m.
Appreciate you
Yeah,
too.
Nita. So I kind
Yeah.
of said on my channel, Nita, tell me what you think. I think that depending
Yeah.
on what Kenya says and does on her channel, she may be burning bridges with Bravo. I don't know how she's. I don't know what I don't know what she's gonna say tomorrow, but I think that if she wants to still be in good standing with the network, I think she should be very careful about what she says.
Yeah, she should. She should. But I think she definitely, you know, because we got so many younger girls. Well, Angela is not really young, but Britt and Kelly are bringing some different energy. Britt,
Mhm,
Kelly, Shamia, and
mhm,
Portia is bringing some different type of energy. I don't
mhm.
even know if Kenya even fits in this group anymore.
I
I
don't
mean,
know. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Um,
I
you
agree.
know, she do it with the best of them. You know, she keeps the storyline going. She asks the questions. She does. She
Now
she's
right.
a reality
Kenya does stir the
she's
pot
a
and she asks
reality
the
star.
questions.
She knows
But
exactly.
she did look. I'm gonna be honest, you guys. Cynthia and Kenya looked a little outplaced with the girls. They
Exactly.
look a little, and I'm not just gonna say Kenya. I think it's Kenya and Cynthia. They look a
Hmm.
little out of place, and I don't
I
believe in the
agree.
ageism. I don't believe in ageism. I think I'm so thankful we are in a new era where women are being embraced no matter their age. Even me being in this entertainment business, I'm so thankful that you know it's not like back in the day where they try to age you out once you hit, I'm not trying to be nasty, but I'm sorry. Kenya and Cynthia just look out of place with
Yeah.
those girls. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Diva, I agree with you. She should not have done anything at the expense of her own success. That was a no bueno. Wrong road. Diva, I'm right there with you. Okay.
Wrong
Do it
road.
at the launch of the business. Somebody has come up with the whole thing is that she did something last season with her hair spa, like a soft launch, and the production scrapped it. They did it was on the cutting room floor. So she felt like she probably had to pull a stunt in the show to get it to air. But girl, wrong road.
And for those that were wondering, since we're bringing up age, Angela Oakley is allegedly 43 years old.
Hmm.
Still younger than Kenya and Cynthia, but
Hmm.
I really am starting to like Angela. Even though she's only 43, she just gives me a veteran she gives me like OG housewives. Like I feel like Angela would have been great back in the day with Sheree and Nene and them. I don't know what it is about her personality. I just think
Hmm.
I don't
I
know. She just
agree. I agree.
gives me grown woman, like seasoned veteran.
Mhm.
Like I don't know. I like Angela. I like Angela.
Absolutely,
I
absolutely.
do like her. Now I don't like her
Charles,
husband.
Charles, Charles.
Charles. Now I don't know about Charles, y'all. I don't know about
Sure.
Charles. I'm gonna let you take this scene, child,
I'm
because
telling you, he is a piece of fucking work, girl. I'm trying to tell you. If y'all ain't getting what I'm putting down, he is a piece of work, y'all. But I know that man can cook. That
hey,
man, that man be throwing down.
I love the cooking man.
Every
That's the
time we
least he
see
can
him,
do.
and the food be looking good, girl. My mouth be
That,
watering.
that's the least he can do.
But the thing is about that situation. Oh, I didn't have. The thing about this situation here is that she's trying to vent to him about her family.
Mm-mm-mm,
He was
child.
like, "Why is you coming to me with all this stuff?" She's
Because
like,
you're my
"I'm minding my
husband.
business."
Duh.
When
Nigga,
I tell you them niggas don't want to do no emotional labor, they don't. Girl, they say get somebody else to do it.
yeah, but girl, I'm not even gonna put that on men because I feel like Charles is a little worse than the average man. Like he is grumpy old grandpa. Like he just gives me just. I don't even think Charles is the type of man that should ever have gotten married. He doesn't give me He doesn't give me spouse. He just gives me like grumpy old man who just wants to die alone. He
Oh,
don't want to be bothered.
Don Juan said that about
You
the
know what?
I think Kira's talking about why she pulled the stunt at this so it could be featured on the show. I think that's what Miss Kira's talking about. The reason why.
Maybe.
I heard it through the grapevine. I didn't know exactly who said it, so I couldn't shout
No,
them out.
you
So
mean for last season, you are right. I've heard that a couple times. And
yeah,
Kenya actually said it out her own mouth.
on
I think
Carlos King
she said
interview
it, either she said it on
or
Tamron
Tamron
Hall
Hall.
or Carlos King, but Kenya did say out of her mouth that she was bothered by production last season not showing the soft opening or whatever it was at her salon. So she did say that out of her mouth. The iDiva. I like Angela too, but I don't want her to do too much. Her daughter, her mom, Charles, her sisters. I mean, it's a lot of to process. I agree.
Save some, save some. We love personal story. Like I like it, but not all in one time. You know what I'm
It
saying?
seems a lot. It's a lot, right? But
A lot.
hey, I want her back next season. So
Absolutely.
she's
I
got a
feel like
story.
she's cemented. I think she's cemented.
She's got a story. I also pray as a woman that she has her some type of support system since she's not getting it from her husband. I hope there's someone in her life, whether it's a friend, a cousin, an auntie, a neighbor. I hope she has somebody that she
Me
can
too.
emotionally talk to, vent to. We have to also remember she has her mother is bipolar. Like, y'all, she got a lot going on, and I just don't want to see her burn out. And
Yeah.
so I pray that she has her own safe space where she can also,
Girl, when I tell
do
you I know the story all
all
too
too
well,
well.
all too
Mhm.
well, like I can't speak to the husband. The
Right,
husband that ain't my ministry. But
right.
the whole thing about being the most successful person and
Yes.
taking care of your family and them feeling entitled, girl, when
Yep.
we get to her daughter, girl, that manipulation, girl, we gonna get there. We ain't there
Yeah,
yet,
I
but
didn't like that. I didn't like that. Even
I
me
didn't
being
like
a child, even though I'm grown, you're always going to be a child to your parents. I, even as a child, I kind of could see, I didn't like what the daughter did because I felt like the daughter gaslighted her mom. That is your mother. You are 24 years old and you secretly got married and you don't think your mom is allowed to react? Have you lost your everlasting mind? If I'm this is the difference between like me, like my generation, and these younger kids. When we did effed up stuff, we knew we were gonna get our ass whooped. We knew that even if you don't get your ass beat, we knew our parents out, we knew we were gonna get punished, we were gonna get a verbal lashing, we
Mhm.
knew there was gonna be some type of consequence. I feel like for her to sit in front of her mom and do the woe is me, I would have respected her more to be like, Mom, what I did was wrong. I am so sorry I
I
did
did
that
not
to
like it.
you. I'm so sorry I did that to you. It wasn't right. However, I can't go back in time. So moving forward, I promise I will never keep a secret like that from you ever again, Mom. Nita, as a parent, would you not have appreciated that a little bit more
Yeah,
than the
absolutely.
gaslighting? I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I did something. I did something.
And then your mother is sitting up there calling you her best friend. We're best friends.
I did something, and recent years I apologized to my parents. I made a mistake, and I had to eat it. I didn't kick and scream. I didn't gaslight. I didn't. I said, Mom and Dad, I made a mistake, and I'm sorry. You
Yeah,
have to own it. You cannot do something as catastrophic as that and then sit in front of your mom's face and
yeah.
act like, well, what's the big deal?
Listen. That marriage, it sounded like she got a sorry ass nigga that she knew her mother wouldn't approve of,
Okay, hello,
and
clock it.
she did what the fuck she wanted to do. Period.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, as someone who's mature and understands life a little bit better than her age, I'm looking at that man side eye because there's no good man with integrity and character that would want his future wife to secretly get married. You are supposed
Except
to
for
get the
narcissist.
blessing. You're supposed to get mom and dad's blessing. I'm
Mhm. No,
telling you,
narcissists like to isolate. They like to take you from the people who care for you.
that's why I'm saying
That's what they call it. That's why it's called digmatized for a reason.
yeah. Now, because I have questions, Nita. Is the boy her age? Is he older? How long
Mm,
have they been together? What's his background? What are his parents? I have questions.
mhm.
I have questions. So, Angela,
Absolutely. Greta said something
please,
is not right with the daughter and
something is
hide
right
the
with a lot
marriage.
of stuff. And I need Angela. I know she's 24. You can but you helping her financially, that
Mhm,
means you have a little more say so. And
mhm.
you need to keep your good eye, like Nita says, keep your good eye on that daughter and that boy.
Right.
Hola.
But look, she grown. She grown, grown, grown.
I
At
don't
some
know how
point,
parents do
at
it because
some point, you have to wash your hands, and it just,
yeah,
you
I
know,
didn't
that
like.
was her choice. And like I said, I let niggas hold their own balls, and I'm gonna let these bitches hold their own pussy lips. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing.
Nita, I
I
ain't never heard that in my life. I'm gone. I'm logging out. Good night. Good night, y'all. I gotta go.
Mo, you better not go nowhere.
I got to go. Not
No,
coochie
no.
lips.
I'm saying though,
The
that's what
bone.
I'm saying. You cannot keep protecting the children because they will never learn the lesson. They
Yeah,
won't
it's true.
learn the lesson. So
They won't learn the lesson.
you
It's true.
cannot keep shielding them, and they're
Nope.
making these decisions. And then, oh,
You're right.
let's just get there because Angela was sitting up there crying. Oh, oh,
It's okay. We can move
see,
on from them.
listen, y'all. Angela got such a good personal storyline. She has to stay.
She has to
She's
stay.
submitted. She's here. Okay, y'all. She's here. Hey, Daria Boo.
Hey, Daria, hunty.
Listen, I was sitting up there. I was having a conversation with some good girlfriends of mine, and they was
Mm-hmm.
like, you know how I'm not taking up for these niggas. I'm sorry. Can you no? Can you do this? Can you do that? No, I cannot. Not if it's not right. Like no. Like well, well,
Girl,
can you try to protect them? No, I will not. Like I understand that's the way we've been conditioned and programmed and all of that stuff, but no, if a man or if a woman is in the wrong, I'm gonna call it out. I'm sorry.
as you should, as you should.
I'm sorry. And this
Period.
whole the whole girl.
Let's move on. We got a lot to cover. You know, I'm a certified yapper.
All
Let's
right,
go.
let's go. Let's go. Okay, so Kelly, girl, Kelly is such a good friend. She's a good
He
friend.
is a good friend.
And baby, when I tell you Kelly got some quaint
Points.
because Kelly has been hosting things. She got girl look
Yeah,
personal
Kelly's titties look
security,
real
all of the
heavy.
things. I'm like,
Is it me or her titties look heavy for her little body?
oh, it might have been that time of the
That
month.
titty look heavy.
I get a
Heavy,
little.
heavy. You got so heavy, baby. That titty looks heavy. But Kelly is that girl, honey. She like Nita
Yeah.
says. Everybody got the money, but Kelly the only one really doing something. Well, Kelly and Shamia. Shamia had that extravagant
Mhm.
birthday, and Kelly's had 2 events now. Like, come on, I want to be that rich. Have my own sprint event with my name in the back, eating fruits and cheese, and just chilling
Hello.
with my titty out. I know that's
With
right.
with my bodyguard helping me into the
With
sprinter.
my
Come on.
bodyguard. Shout out to Kevin. His name is Kevin. Bodyguard Kevin.
All right. Now you go ahead and take over this conversation. You go ahead.
Oh, brother. Okay, it's not too much. I'm not gonna stay on it long. So at this point, guys, this is after Brit brought up the pow pow towards Kenya, right? The ladies are on their way to Kenya Moore hair care. Now, Kenya did not disinvite Brit Eady. So at this point, Kenya is not 100% if Brit is coming or not. Actually, none of the ladies are certain if she's coming. So, Kelly is kind of giving her a pep talk. I will give credit where it's due. Brit Eady after talking to the ladies, she was apologetic. She did admit that she took it too far. Whether y'all think it's true, that's for y'all to decide. I think she was like, okay, I effed up. She got the flowers for Kenya. She also shared in this scene that her like aunt passed away, which I do feel bad. I don't know if the death made her get crunk lit in this bitch, but whatever. She had a death, and I do sympathize. I know what it's like to lose a relative, so I'm not a heartless person. Condolences. So that's really what this conversation is. And Britt is just thinking, I'm just gonna go in and just apologize, and like, that's all I can do. That's all I can do is just apologize.
That's all I can do.
It's
I
apologize.
gotta talk like that.
So that's kind of where she's at. She's apprehensive, but she's also hopeful that Kenya will accept her apology and $250 worth of flowers. So next.
Miss Kara said, if I was Britt, I would have stayed my ass home. Well,
this is where I'm pissed at Kenya, because Kenya, come on now, when has Kenya ever allowed a guest to stay if she didn't want them there? Even Cynthia said to
and
Britt,
she said, make sure you let the people in with the pink bands. So she already had like a layer of security. If she didn't want her there, she wouldn't have had a pink band. She wouldn't have been able to come in.
You know what, guys? Kenya had ill intent, and she wanted to embarrass. Please understand, Kenya was not banking on Britt walking out before her billboard presentation. She wanted Britt to be in the room when she put the billboard of her sucking a pee. Please know that. That's why she did not uninvite her. Do y'all not know how Kenya Moore operates? Security. I mean, hello? Have we not been watching her for over a decade? Right. We know how Kenya works. Security. She wanted to embarrass, and that's another thing that effed her up on the legal route. Is the intent. It's the intent and premeditation. Why do you think in the court of law, when it comes to murder,
it's count one?
It's count one. Why you get more time when it's premeditated?
Right.
Hello.
Exactly.
You don't have to go to law school to figure that out. But let's go. Let's get to Kenya Moore hair care, honey.
All right. Okay.
Kenya Moore hair care. Kenya Moore hair care.
All right. It looked beautiful, y'all. It was a beautiful event. Oh, she
spent money. We know that.
She spent money. It was beautiful.
She had Miss Lawrence.
Miss Lawrence was there.
I love that.
I think I have. Yeah.
I love seeing Miss Lawrence.
Everybody's coming. You got red carpet. You got photos being taken, and all of that stuff. It hurts me,
guys, because a lot of press and media were there. A lot of people really did want to see Kenya succeed. I want to see Kenya succeed, and like everyone has kind of said over the last 2 weeks, no one's talking about the salon. We're talking about the scandal, Kenya, and you really sabotaged yourself, love.
She really did.
Really sabotaged your business.
Yeah.
And I don't know what you're gonna do. Are you gonna get that money back? Because you already cried to the whole world that you spent $400K and took from your daughter's college fund. I mean, this was a beautiful, very beautiful, well curated event. And what was it for? It was all for what? Oh, yeah. It was all for what? It was a beautiful event. I'm sad I wasn't there, but
I'm sad. So as they get there,
this is the aunt thing. Okay, move on.
Oh, this is the aunt thing. Okay, yeah. Okay, so then Kenya says that Angela was the only person that reached out to her, and during this time after the whole threat from Britt from the vault.
Which is a lie. According to Portia, that's a lie. According to Portia.
Oh, yeah, she did get down on Instagram in the comments and say.
No, not only that. Portia.
Oh, she has a YouTube channel now.
Everybody wants to be like that now and get on YouTube.
Listen. Portia is entertaining.
Portia's funny as hell. She's always been funny.
She's she's cute.
Hey,
She's
Peter.
cute. She's cute on the YouTube, girl. I was
Portia is
entertained.
funny.
I was entertained. So anyway,
Portia's always been funny. That's why Portia is funny. Now, is
yeah.
Portia trifling? Yeah, but Portia is funny.
Yeah, I think it's a trifling thing that gets me
Oh,
every
me too. But I can always give somebody credit. Portia's funny.
time. Hmm.
But allegedly, y'all, in case y'all didn't watch it, 10 seconds. Portia allegedly says that after the night at the bank and the pow pow threat, she was on the phone with Kenya almost all day the next day. And Portia even
Hey, pretty
supported
girl.
Kenya, and allegedly Portia also called up the network and the powers that be and tried to help Kenya, advocate for Kenya and see if there could be some type of punishment for Britt, not to get her fired, but some type of suspension. So I do want to give Portia credit if that is true.
Okay. All right. So the girls are sitting around and they're all talking about, what happened. Can you go ahead and do this scene? I don't know. It
Of
was just like
course. Um,
a lot of talking.
they
I wonder if it was
did.
about the Brit E the Vault event.
I can help you, sis. So, ladies, or who am I saying? Audience, this scene was a lot, right? So, of course, the main topic before Drew arrived was about Britt Edie and Kenya and what happened, and is Britt Edie coming? And this is where Cynthia was like, "Hey, now y'all know how she was warning Britt. Now she was like, Kenya is known to kick somebody out of party, so don't be surprised, honey, if she puts you out." Because no one knew if Britt was coming. So they kind of talk about that. I remember Cynthia was like, "Hey, I missed it. What happened?" She's asking Shamia and Portia to fill her in. That's what that's about. Then Drew comes. Have y'all not noticed Drew has been late AF to every single event? Okay.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's because of Ralph. I don't know. It's because the kids and the house. And I don't know what it is, but Drew
You
has been
know,
late. Drew
I
has
feel
been
like
very.
sometimes they give them different call times too. So
No, they
okay.
don't. They do not. They get your ass there by 5 o'clock. And
Okay.
now Drew has been late. If y'all haven't noticed, she's been very late. Anyway, now Drew walks in, she hugs everybody. She's like, "Hi, Portia. Am I giving you a hug? Oh, no. Oh, okay. I'll come back to you." So she's like, "Okay, Portia, so what's going on?" I'm like, I think we should talk, Portia. It's been long enough, don't you think?
Hmm.
And then what did Portia say to her? Child, I don't remember what the hell Portia said, but I will say Drew was being very sarcastic and passive aggressive, and I don't like that shit because I'd be ready to punch you in your face when you do that shit to me. Not you, anybody. Not you, girl. No, but Drew was being very passive aggressive. I'm like,
I
oh,
know she always putting on like an act. Like, girl,
it's
take
always
the
an act.
actress, take the
Yes,
actress off.
take
Like,
the
just be
actress.
yourself.
Please, Drew, please be
Girl,
authentic.
every time I watch her, I feel like I'm watching her in the game or something.
You
Like,
understand? People have been saying that since Drew's first season. Why do we feel? Why do we still feel this way about you, Drew, after your third season, beloved? I think you're a great actress, but please, love, just
oh, she
I think.
said she think because her and Portia share the same hairstylist.
Well,
Girl,
that
get
only
another
happened
one.
one time. That only
Get
happened
another
one time.
one.
That
But
only
no,
happened.
your hairstylist is your hairstylist, right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, the most of the celebrities and the Atlanta girls, they have more than one hairstylist because they a lot of times the girls do
They
share.
run the same
They
circles.
run the same circles and they do share. So when you're a popular hairstylist or makeup artist, sometimes you're overbooked. So you all these girls, they have a backup. Like you always have to have like a backup person because a lot of the popular stylists in Atlanta, they do get double booked, overbooked, or whatever. But nonetheless, no, Drew has been showing up late every single time. Nonetheless, Drew was being sarcastic. Portia was like, "Girl, bye. I ain't got time for this." And she walked away. This is my issue with Portia, and I have to clock it between this episode and the next episode. Portia, Portia, Portia. Pick a side, my love. Meaning, 1 minute, Portia says she's ready to be over the situation, that it's not that serious, and she's over it. And then the next breath, you're still showing animosity. So I just feel like you can't say you're over it and then still show animosity. I'm not saying be her BFF because I do think Drew is very shady. And unpopular opinion, I think Portia has a right to be upset with Drew. I don't care if y'all don't like Portia. Y'all have got to start being able to separate your feelings about people when it comes to certain incidents. Drew was wrong, 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 wrong. But Portia, either you're not going to forgive her or you want to keep the animosity, beloved. But you got to pick. You got to let me know. Drew is so fake. She don't know how to be real. No, I do think Drew is fake, and they've been saying she's fake from her first season.
Yeah. A
Sorry,
liar. She has a weird relationship with the truth.
he does.
She acts is just it's all a farce. Like I don't
It's
know
the
what
act.
to believe with Drew. Like I don't even really think her and that man is going through a divorce.
No, they are. They are.
I guess.
They are. I
I
think
would divorce him too, girl.
they are. I can.
Girl.
They are, guys.
Real
They are.
fast, real
What I
fast.
will say is, I'm going to be honest. We're not seeing anything new. If you guys go back to Drew's first season and her first scene, I will never forget. It was in their house, and
The same
she and
thing.
Ralph were having dinner, a date night in the house, dinner. They had a personal chef there, and they had their first blow up, their first scene taped on the show. I think they I know Drew's an actress, so we get to use that, but I don't know what it is about Ralph. I mean, he's a liar and a cheater. I need y'all to know he cheated on Drew multiple times. He had mistresses, he had side chicks all throughout Atlanta. Like, allegedly, let me say allegedly to cover myself. Allegedly, Ralph is a whore. He's a whore and a master manipulator. And my
Yeah.
girlfriend told me she be seeing him at the gym here in Atlanta at Lifetime Fitness in Atlanta, and he be trying to get all the girls. He's thirsty, and he be any girl that give him attention, he gonna take it. He tries to get attention from everybody at the Lifetime Fitness, allegedly. Sorry.
Yes, yes, pretty girl. A weird relationship with the truth, baby. She got
I
used to it in
use
her
that in
real
my real
life.
life. Me too. Me too. Me too, PG. I miss you, PG.
Girl, right. She choosing the side of letting it go,
Girl, yes,
but
I think so. Wait, in Shanity
not
TV,
really.
you live in Atlanta? You live in Atlanta? I think it's the one on Lennox. Yeah, it's the one in the city. The Lifetime Fitness. My homegirl go there.
Girl,
And she
it's
gave me the tea, girl.
yeah,
Shanity, if you live in Atlanta, please DM me.
I
Please
diva.
DM
Okay.
me.
Yes. Yes.
Portia dishes it like Dr. G, but she cannot
Yeah.
take it. I agree. I've been saying that for years. How can you be mad because ooh, no, but justifying a castmate's husband? Well, you're
Yeah,
right. Or
yes, that's
hypocrisy.
what I'm saying. That's why we can't kind of put Portia on this moral high ground because she has not ever exhibited that. Like, I'm not gonna give you that treatment if that's not how you operate. You know what I'm saying? So like when Kelly was coming to her, like, did you take that lady husband? Because I need to know how to operate with you. Like, if we in this friend circle, bitch, do I need to hide my man,
How
hide
my
my
kids,
sons, hide my wives? Girl,
okay,
hello?
Nita, I'm gonna meet you. I'm gonna meet y'all halfway. I'm gonna meet y'all halfway because y'all bring up a good point, and y'all know I'm fair. That's my middle name. I'm gonna meet y'all halfway.
Not your
I
middle
am
name.
willing. I'm willing to let go. I'm willing to give y'all this. I'm willing to let go of the Drew and Portia and Dennis. I'm willing to let that go because Portia's shady. Touche. However, when it comes to business and people's companies, I don't play about that. So
Okay.
I will say this. I'm gonna leave the Dennis part
I
out of
want
it.
to talk about that.
I'm gonna no. I'm
Gotcha.
talking about for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave the Dennis part out, but I am gonna hold Drew's feet to the fire as far as trying to contact Portia's manager behind her back, trying to secretly film with the manager behind her back, and trying to secretly, as a brand ambassador, try to secretly set up photo shoots for her company. That is, you guys can talk to anyone who does brand deals, who does brand ambassador, who does influencer, you can talk to anybody. They will tell you Drew was dead ass wrong. And I'll leave it at that.
All right. Insanity says she is gonna DM you. All right, boo. Okay, so here is the face off. So she comes in with flowers and a card. And
Why you say it all? Why you say it like that?
Kenya comes in. It was like,
Oh my God. Nita. Are you about to do Nita's theater? Like
I
Nita's
can't.
theater.
I did not practice. I didn't practice, so I can't do it. But it was just so funny. It was so theatrical, girl. When I tell you the girls was clocked in, they were clocked in. They were really doing their business. But girl, Kenya, it was a little too big. It was a little too big.
I can do Brit. Hi, Kenya. Kenya, these are for you. I really just want to apologize, for everything. Baby Kenya said, "Oh, hi. Okay, what are y'all talking about over here?" Brit was like, Kenya didn't pay Brit, no, Brit was like, okay, that's fine. If you don't want to accept it, that's fine. I'm gonna go, guys. I'm gonna go.
All right, y'all. Can I get everyone's attention?
Everyone's
attention, please. Attention. I've worked so hard on this spa. I've given it my all, but I have haters. Yeah, I can't do it.
Oh, that was good.
I can't do it.
Y'all, what did Kenya say? Hold on. Kenya was like,
but I like to play them games.
Y'all know I'm an OG.
Girl,
y'all know. You guys know how it is. I worked hard for everything I've had. I've built a name for myself. And peasants will always try to come for the queen. Even the other night, a young lady tried to come for me. And she said this and she did that and she did that. And she even threatened me. Everybody in the crowd. And one of the, there was a Kenya stand in the crowd because Kenya was like, one of her lines, "Don't come for me unless I thank you."
Thank you.
Like, yo, this seed is, she's like, "Thank you."
I said, honey.
Thank you. So I don't really know
iconic. It was iconic. And I wish you would have stopped right there.
I don't really know who this girl was. So you know what?
Right there.
I went to look her up. And this is what I found. This whore.
Who is this hoe?
Is this the same? I mean, y'all can see the nose job, the fillers, the lips, the book. Y'all see, who is this hoe? She looks much different than what we see today, right? Okay, Exhibit B. I don't know what Exhibit B was, but Exhibit C was Brit sucking the pee-pee. And y'all, that third damn slideshow, that's when everybody said,
girl,
and,
do I got shit, I ain't got the picture.
Not the damn. Oh, hold on. Let me see can I add something?
Mm-hmm.
How do I do this? Shit. I don't really want to
say upload a picture.
Image file. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
You so dumb.
There it is, girl. Look at the bottle, girl.
Where's that?
Exhibit A. Oh, thank you, Kira. Kira, you ain't shit, Kira. Kira said Exhibit B was insurance fraud. Exhibit B. Exhibit B.
It
Oh,
wasn't
y'all so
too
funny,
far,
child. This is a funny episode tonight.
baby. This is a mess.
Cool, child. Honestly, Kenya left the schmuckly explicit photo. She would have eaten. She would have, because how would you think you can talk about pulling a pew pew and then show up at my? I do agree.
Exactly.
Agree. The
Hey,
scene
Kenya.
would have ate a little bit had she left out the sucking the pee pee part. I do agree. I do agree.
Actually, I think Brit is really pretty. We were
Very
showcased
beautiful.
her real face
She's very pretty.
several times
She's very pretty.
on these couple of episodes
And
after
I
the
think she was
aftermath.
and I think she was
She's pretty. I
beautiful.
mean, she got work done.
She
She
got
got the
work
work
done, but
done,
I
but
think she
she
was
still looks
beautiful.
good. I feel like the only thing she really got done was her nose
Her
and maybe a
nose,
couple of fillers
her
or
nose,
something
her
in her
breast,
cheeks.
her nose, breasts, and fillers. But I think I
Yeah,
found videos of her.
not the nose, not the nose. I
Well, not
should.
the nose, but I
But
found
yeah,
videos
girl,
of her when she was in her 20s, and she was pretty then.
she's pretty.
And
That's why she was a video vixen. You know what I mean? Come on,
she's a pretty girl.
that's just
But
what it
who is this hoe? Who is this hoe? So do you have a photo of everybody looking shocked and appalled?
is.
Nita,
No, I don't.
You don't
I
gotta
didn't get
girl.
girl. That girl with them damn eyelashes. That shit was funny as hell.
When I tell you,
She's
everybody, it was
cool.
unanimous. All the as far as the cast,
Child.
Portia looked disgusted. Angela was like, Kenya, this is too far. Shamia said, Kenya, this is too far. Then she kind of got crunk with Shamia and was like, no, bitch, it's not too far, because she threatened me with a gun.
Oh, you know why I didn't get a picture? Because I had video, but I didn't upload it. But
Okay.
yeah, I took video for it. So
Everybody had a real reaction.
it was bad.
Everybody was as far as the cast, they were all uncomfortable and disgusted. And as far as Angela and Shamia both verbally said, Kenya, you're taking it too far. This isn't cool. Kelly walked out before the sucking of the PP picture, so she didn't see that part. And I think I don't even know the order of who walked out. I know Cynthia was the last person to be like, I love you. You're better than this. You're bigger than this. Congratulations on your event. I'll call you later. Bye-bye. You know what I mean? So nobody liked it, guys. In these events, I'm telling you guys,
Portia was like, take me off the camera.
Like, act like I wasn't even here. Y'all don't understand. These events are not just like 5 people in a room, y'all. Like,
yeah.
There were people at that event, y'all. Like, there was press, there was media, there was regular, like, there was a lot of people at that event. And I just, Kenya.
It was sad. It was sad. Based on her behavior, the decision was made to cease filming with her. That's why we don't have any confessionals from our good girl. Because and it's a brilliant idea, but Kenya, you should have did it at soon as they start taking you off the. Well, no, she's still on the show, but she should have dropped her confessionals. No, she should have dropped her confessionals from episode 1 because she doesn't have any confessionals.
Anything else.
The confessionals are done in post. Right?
I don't know why Kenya waited. Why did she wait till now to do her YouTube? I mean, it doesn't matter. I think Kenya's YouTube thing is going to be a one and done as far as commentary about this season. I think it's going to be a 1-part or maybe a 2-part thing, and that's it.
She need to do it weekly. I don't know why would it be a one.
Why would she do it weekly when she got shit to talk about? That's all she got to talk about is up to this episode. She's not on any more episodes.
Yeah. That's why I said she should have started at episode 1.
I'm agreeing with you. She should have started from damn episode 1.
But if she was getting good views and stuff, then you
exactly, Nita. You're clocking it, my love. What Nita is trying to say, if y'all don't pick up what we're putting down, had Kenya got her ass on YouTube from the first episode and reviewed from
'Cause
episode 1 to episode 6, she would have got some points from Google and
yeah,
YouTube.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Hold on. Who's
Bomba
who's
clat.
Toya? Who's Toya? Toya from Murder Medicine. Wait, RHOA has Nick.
Oh, Toya, when she was throwing shade, I saw that.
Oh,
She was
yeah.
throwing shade about the look.
Okay, got you.
Yeah,
Oh,
Toya,
yeah,
they
she
didn't like
twisted the picture. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
that.
Okay. All right.
She
So
should
y'all.
have been, Monique, hold on. Monique, she should have been thinking that far. You understand this happened last summer, right? Kenya got kicked off the show after 1 month of filming. And what I'm saying is, I think she should have done it. Okay, I'll meet you halfway, sis. I think Kenya should have hopped on YouTube and started reviewing the episodes by episode 3. At
No,
least by
I say
episode.
I
I
say
think 1, but if I'm meeting you halfway by episode 3.
yeah, but I mean, you got your Carlos King producer friend. Why he wasn't in your ear?
You don't know. He probably was in her ear. Oh, we already talked about. Let's move on from this. We talked about this. This was before Kenya. That was yeah. So here we go. Yep.
Oh, you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll be right back. Go ahead and take that.
okay. All right. Now let me get a little sip of water. So shout out to Britt for being very beautiful in this scene. She's a very beautiful girl. So y'all, this is the aftermath. I think this is like this is like 2 days after the incident. And Britt is sitting with her husband and just letting him know how she hasn't slept in over 24 hours and her phone has been blowing up. Everybody is contacting her. Friends, family, press, media, business partners, everyone is contacting her. Because you guys, at this point, even though they were filming, you guys, this made it to the blogs. This made it to the blogs because, like I told you guys, press and media were at this event. And even if they weren't, regular people were there too. And regular people run their mouth. And you'd be surprised how many people do contact the Jasmine brand, contact the Shade Room, contact the Neighborhood Talk. If y'all, the OGs, y'all know I used to work for the Jasmine brand as an entertainment journalist. So anyway, it got back to the public, y'all. And she's basically just reeling in from that. And I'm not gonna lie, I know a lot of people laughed at her in this scene. A lot of people did not sympathize with her. I'm not a heartless person. I don't think any woman, whether I like them or not, I don't think any woman would want a photo of them sucking a pee-pee from however many years ago, whether it was 5, 10, 15 years ago. I don't know yet, because there's controversy about when that photo was taken. There's no woman who wants to be put on blast while she's in her most intimate moment, unless she signed a deal. Hello, Ray J and Kim. Unless she signed a deal, no woman wants that to be plastered for people to see, let alone an event such as Kenya Moore Hair Care. So I do have a heart and I do feel bad for her. And that, okay, yeah, Jesus. And I do feel bad. I would never want a photo of me sucking a pee-pee to be plastered at a professional televised event. No. And I'm sorry, it was too far. And that's why the ladies, oh yeah, Mimi Faust. Ciao.
I told Mo, I said, girl,
The shower rods.
we can pull up some things, girl.
The shower rods. Baby, them shower rods. Baby, I was in Atlanta. I was in college when that happened, 2014. And baby, when I tell you them shower rods sold out, The shower rod, nah, I don't know because I wasn't buying no. Because bitch, I'm not hanging from no shower rod like a monkey. But
Yeah, that
if
motherfucker will fall with me.
some shower, bitch, my big old fat ass, baby, I weigh a lot. Don't let the cute face fool you, baby. I'm a little thickums. Anyway, yeah, shout out to Mimi Faust because they definitely signed it. But y'all know what the fuck I'm saying. I'm trying to be sentimental. Y'all making me laugh. Nonetheless, the girl was crying. She crying. She's sad. She's sad. She's sad.
Girl, woo woo woo.
Don't do that.
Shout out to Kim Pie. Woo woo
Woo,
woo.
woo, woo. Don't do that, Nita. Don't do that. So Kelly being a good girlfriend, because I would love a friend like Kelly, not because her money, although it's a plus, not because of her money, but Kelly is a genuine person. She is that girlfriend that's going to hit you up when you're having a bad day. She is that girlfriend that's going to come over and bring
I
you
love her.
food and drinks. And I love people
She's
like that.
me.
We need more people like that in the world.
Girl,
I love
when
Kelly.
I tell you I used to be Kelly until the world and my friends that I
Art and
thought was friends
yeah.
taught me that I can't be that person.
Yes, you can, Nita, to the right people, my love. I promise you. I promise you. I've always felt the way. Listen to me. I have always felt the way you felt. I'm gonna be really real with y'all, and this is random, but it was not until the last 3 years of my life, right now, these past 3 years, is the first time in my life where I felt appreciated by people. I have gone my whole 30 whatever years not feeling appreciated or valued by friends, family, whatever. I finally feel like I have friendships where people value me. And that's why I say don't stop being a good person because the right people are going to see you and they're going to value you and love you. Those were all life lessons. Me too. Those were life lessons. Those people didn't value you, F them. Never stop being you. Never stop having a good heart because people, the right people, will see you, see your heart, and they will appreciate you.
No,
Yeah,
I get all that. I'm not saying
yeah,
none.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not saying none of
Give me
that.
the finger. Give me the.
I'm not saying none of
Okay,
that.
thank you.
I got it. I got it. But what I'm
I was
saying
cooking.
is
Okay,
that
I
I'm a
was
little bit
cooking.
more, I have a little bit more discernment. I have
Oh,
a
well,
little bit
yeah.
more hesitation and I clock things faster. So what
Sorry. Sorry.
what I'm saying is that yes,
Yes.
I was that person to pour into everybody because if you notice, Shamia was like, Kelly was like, I'm gonna cook you something like
Yeah. She's like that. I'm like that too. I get it.
like y'all, I'm telling you, I have a I don't even know if I even want to share it,
Okay. You don't
but
have to.
I know some people have a terrible trauma about trying to earn someone's
Ooh,
love, earn someone's affection. ear- that's a thing you have to.
I'm guilty.
Once you get there,
Hmm.
you'll have to grow and you'll evolve, and that could be what your intentions was. And I feel like, but God,
I know what you mean.
it is so complicated. Like I really feel like I can't really kind of
Yeah.
say exactly what I'm trying to say, but I hope y'all picking up what I'm, because
I got you.
I feel like I actually heard somebody say that. I,
Mm,
it was Megan Good.
okay.
Megan Good said in an interview
Hmm.
when she was going through the divorce, it was on Super Soul. It was a Super Soul Sunday, whatever Oprah do on her
Yes,
own
I remember
network.
that.
And she was saying that she thought because she was trying to do everything to earn Devon's love,
Woo.
and it just wasn't enough.
Yep. I can relate. I can relate.
You know, that is a
Relate.
real
The
thing. That
moment.
is a
I
real
can
thing.
relate. I can
I
relate.
and honestly, I still feel like that's something like programming. It's
Me too.
something like programming and conditioning. You like, you know, you want to make your parents proud. You know, it starts as a tot, and you want to make your parents proud,
Mhm.
and your parents want you to. They
Yeah,
want you to make them proud. Honestly, not in a bad way, not in a hurtful way, but I mean, it just
I
is
get
what it
you.
is. But I feel like okay. I'm going
And
off.
I'll just say this: I had my emotional moment with y'all a couple weeks ago on here because through Shamia, I
Yeah,
realized
yeah.
I don't think I ever said it out loud. I realized through Shamia, I am a people pleaser, and I've been a people pleaser most of my life. And so I do carry a lot of that hurt
Mhm.
and disappointment and like feeling like I'm always showing up and like minimizing my feel.
That's
I,
real.
I had a moment too. So I think Nita's having that same moment of like realization.
Yeah.
Well, Kelly is an amazing friend. We both agree. And the crazy thing is, Nita, I'm sure you know, Kelly and Britt fall out later in the season.
Mhm.
So to be continued, y'all. But Kelly is
We'll
just
see.
really a good friend. There's not really much to talk about here. Kelly is just comforting Britt, right?
Okay.
Now
Yeah.
I like this. I like this conversation. Oh, look at that food.
Do that one too, because I don't even remember.
Okay, so the girlies go over to Shamia's house.
Right.
Um, and I don't really remember the purpose of it. I think it was just to get the girls together to kind of like converse about what
Talk
happened a
about.
couple days. Exactly, because it was a shakeup. Now, at this time, guys, at this very time in filming, Kenya was not fully suspended yet. At this very moment, it was kind of like, okay, we have to pause on you. We don't know what we're about to do with you. At this point, the network is involved, lawyers are involved. They were not sure. So that is why we didn't see Kenya this episode. And like, excuse me, like we said, the girls are just kind of reeling in from what happened the day before. And the consensus amongst the group, even though all these ladies like Kenya, the consensus was that Kenya took it too damn far. And like Portia said, that was Kenya's decision to twirl her ass down to hell. And I have to agree. That was,
Oh, it was just funny the way it was said.
I
It
mean,
was
Portia is a funny bitch. I'm not gonna lie. Do I trust the bitch? No. But Portia's funny. Portia's always
There
been
you go. There
funny.
you
I
go.
gotta give
That's
her.
that's all you gonna get from me.
Y'all know I give people their flowers whether I f with them or not. So Portia, like she said, Kenya twirled her ass on down to hell, and that's where she's still at. So the girls are all just again consensus. Britt took it too far, but Kenya took it to hell. I mean, that's really what it. I don't remember anything else. I don't remember specifics of the
Um,
conversation, so I don't want
not
to lie and
not
bull.
too many specifics, but
I
there
don't want to
was
bull crap.
there was a offside conversation with
Oh, this one,
Portia and
right?
Angela.
Yes, go ahead.
So with Portia and Angela, because you remember Charles said she then came back with this information talking about Portia says she knows something about you. He was like, "What she know about me? She better not say, baby. When I tell you, Charles, you better not fuck with him. Don't fuck with Charles, baby. Charles is girl. You think Simon is is putting your head between the washer and dryer? Girl, don't fuck with Charles.
Baby Charles don't play. Baby
Don't
Charles
you
ain't
don't
gonna.
you do
Charles don't
it?
even have the. I'm gonna be honest, Nina. I don't even think Charles got the strength or the capacity to lift a hand up. He ain't had to hit nobody. That nigga is so unbothered. He is the definition of unbothered. And just to give y'all a little tea, I was able to go to the final taping of the season. The final taping of the season is
Mhm.
a charity event hosted by Charles and Angela Oakley. Watching Charles in person, yeah. Uh
Do they have a relationship or
this nigga
not?
is when
Is
I talk
is
about
is this for the cameras or no?
no, I think you know how women have resting bitch face. I think he just a mean ass looking nigga. I just think
I told you that. I say he's a mean ass gutter snipe of a nigga.
he just looks so
Oh,
mean. He looks
Henri.
uninterested. He doesn't smile. He don't know how to really. I just
Oh, Henri ass nigga.
anyway.
Girl,
Charles
no.
is just the definition of I'm not that girl.
But but
I,
Peach Juice, she knows. She know. For some reason it feel like Angela backed her ass up off of her. for
Well,
sure.
according to Portia on her YouTube channel, allegedly on her YouTube channel, Portia said the night at the bank, this is what had happened. She says that throughout the game, because y'all know they cut the shit down to 45 minutes, and we miss a lot during the game, right? At the bank, at Angela's event, everybody was asking her questions, and Angela was kind of like dodging answers. She wasn't being honest. She wasn't really talking. She wasn't opening up. So Portia, kind of being a jerk, allegedly, Portia was like, okay, girl, well, I know something about Charles. She was trying to get something
Bait
out
her.
of her.
I felt
Bait.
like she was
She was
trying to
trying to
bait her.
bait her. She was trying to bait her. She admitted it on her YouTube channel. She was joking. She really didn't have no tea about Charles, but she was trying to bait her because she felt like Angela was dodging questions, and like everybody else was answering questions except for her. So Portia was like, okay, bitch, well, I know something about your nigga. It was one of those tit for tat trying to be petty.
Right.
And I do believe Portia. And allegedly, after a few minutes after that, Angela allegedly got the glass and said, attention. Okay, Portia. So hold on a minute, Portia. Now, what'd you say about Charles? Allegedly, she got crunk. And I believe it because I feel like Angela get crunk.
Right. Right. Now, I never seen Charles on the Wendy show. Have you seen?
So he wasn't on an episode of Wendy. I don't think so. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I just know she covered him, a story about him, because at that time, this is like 2019 before COVID, no, during COVID, 2020, I think, or 2019, he was on that season of Dancing with the Stars. You heard me? He was on that season. Dancing with the
Really?
Stars. Yes,
I
shockingly.
cannot imagine him on Dancing with the Stars. Are you fucking kidding
Nita,
me?
we got a troll. Block him.
Um,
Block him. We got a troll. We got a
he
weirdo.
on your channel, boo.
Oh,
What
shit.
I can't do
You can
nothing.
still block a comment, can't you?
Nope.
Oh,
Not on
shit.
StreamYard.
We
I'm not
ain't
on.
used
I'm
yours.
not on the channels.
Bye. All right. We gotta get
Okay,
some.
babe.
We gotta get some
Yes, Charles is a hoot, girl. When I tell you, girl, I can't wait to see what he's gonna be saying.
Charles is a
Listen.
mess, child.
So we get this is the next episode.
No, you wrong. Cut that out.
What you want me to go to?
You missed that. You switching up episodes now. This was before Kenya's event. We're past Kenya's event now. We're talking about the aftermath of Kenya's event.
Oh, okay.
Remember? Yeah, this is yeah.
Keep going.
Here we go. Yep. So Drew twirls her ass in late. I keep telling y'all, Drew been late every damn episode, every event. Y'all better start paying attention to me. So Drew
And her hair was jacked up.
yeah,
It was all bunched up in the back.
yeah.
I can't talk because girl, look
happens.
at my braids. My braids look a mess.
Because sometimes the way I sit down, my hair gets jumbled up. Anyway, so Drew sit down, and I'm trying to remember who kicked the conversation off. I think first it was Angela. She asked something about Drew's divorce, and she was like, it's a little bit difficult because we're in the same house, which creates a very weird dynamic, and we have the children in the house, and we're trying to operate like a family, but we're really divorced. She was explaining, she didn't really go in depth, but she did say that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Angela, was like, okay, Portia, so what about you? You're also going through divorce, essentially. What's going on? And Portia, was like, I don't remember everything. I just remember the biggest part of, PJ, got really close with him. She even called Simon Pop Pop, which I'm like, bitch, why you having her call that nigga Pop Pop? But anyway, that's not her grandfather. Anyway, Pop Pop. So she was like, yeah. And one day, PJ was like, where's Simon? Is he at work? And I was like, yeah, baby, he's at work. Well, when is he coming back? I don't know, baby. And so I had texted Simon and told him that PJ was asking for him. And he read my text and he left me on red. I'm like, we're talking about the kids. Like, how are you going to ignore me and we talking about the kids? Like, just so hurtful. I just died. Like, I just completely died in that moment. And scene.
In scene. Man, I tell you, you be killing me. You be
Oh God.
killing me. Oh God.
Yeah, I go to acting class, y'all. I swear I just be doing this shit on the cuff.
God, when I tell y'all Mo be killing me,
Oh,
oh
I'm not even
I
trying to
mean,
be
this
an asshole
motherfucker,
because I'm not even trying to be an asshole. I actually feel bad for Portia in that scene because I can see little PJ asking for pop pop. You know what I mean? But Portia,
child, how many niggas is she gonna be asking about pop pop in her real life? Like how many more niggas
oh
we
God.
gonna go
Okay,
through
like
Portia?
I don't see y'all in the comment
Portia
section
P.
giving me my awards. Where y'all at in the comment
Portia
section?
P. Portia P. Girl, when I tell you I was in this joint crying.
Where y'all at?
I
I
hope
ain't
I
getting
wasn't
no.
making too much noise. Though.
I'm loud. I'm loud, but I ain't got nobody with me in here. Shit. I got Simba.
Okay.
Simba's next to me, y'all. He's taking a nap. So no, I did feel bad for her. But Portia, this is where we were talking about previously about you having to grow and learn from your mistakes. You have daddy issues, and
But you're
Portia
not. You're not
constantly
learning.
falls in love fast, head first, and doesn't do no background check on these niggas. She don't vet them out. She don't ask about them in Atlanta. And bitch, it ain't that goddamn hard. Atlanta is big and small at the same time. And all you bitches fuck the same niggas because I know. All y'all bitches be dating the same Africans because I know. So it ain't that hard, Portia. It ain't that hard. You could do a background check on a nigga easily. You could have asked the streets of Atlanta about Simon. So you keep on getting nigga after nigga after nigga after nigga. And the fact that I will not let this go. You introduce this bald-headed man to your daughter after a month. I'm done. I'm because anyway, I'm an average chick and I be doing background
For
checks on
real.
niggas. So if I'm Portia, why would I not vet you out to make sure you are who you say? Like, don't get me wrong now. I do feel like Simon sold her a dream. And I have been there where a man has sold me a dream too. It happens to the best of us. So I'm not even going to judge her. I'm more so judging her because she makes the same mistake over and over and over again at her big ass age.
That's it. That's
My
it.
baby love hard. She a hopeless. I know Insanity, and to some degree I can understand, but Shanity, Portia's in her 40s now, beloved. You should not be making the
She's
same
in her
dumb.
40s.
Yeah, Portia's 40.
She's beautiful. I
She's
mean,
baby, I would never. Yeah, Portia's 43. Portia is 43. When she
girl, why? She still
when
look like she
Portia
like 30,
started
32.
no, when Portia started
She's
Housewives,
beautiful.
when Portia started Housewives, she was in her early to mid 30s. When she was married to Cordell, she was in her early 30s.
And when I tell you that Portia gets away with pretty privilege,
Who
she
does?
does that, but then she has a good personality as far as bubbly and fun and young energy. She has that.
Yes.
That's why I'm giving her 32, 33 because that's how she acts. Girl.
Oh, thank
Like
the iDiva gave us some information and corrected me. Thank you, love. She said Charles was actually on the Wendy Williams show twice. January of 2020 and again later. Thank you, the iDiva. Thank you, honey, for investigating for me, boo boo. Oh, she's
yeah,
gonna
she's a hopeful
the
good
hope is gold. Oh shit.
girl, yeah, because she trying to get up there and surpass Shamina.
Shamina. I'm kidding. I
Shamina.
love Shamia. I
Girl,
love you,
no.
Shamia.
No. Once a Taurus clocks your shit, girl, it's over.
Who's a Taurus?
Shamina. So you can call me mean, but it's because I clocked your shit. Start at point
I thought
A.
we were talking. I thought we were talking about Portia. I'm confused. What
No,
we talking?
no, no. We was talking. Didn't we just say Shamina? Mina, Shamina.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Why did we say her name? Oh yeah, because you're saying that Portia wants to have Shamia's life. Yes.
yeah, that whole thing.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm a little, I got my little moments. I be slow.
Yes, Auntie, he can cook. We're oh,
I love a man that can cook,
yes.
Michelle.
That's my auntie, y'all. She's still supporting your girl.
Oh,
Okay,
this was
I
tough,
love
y'all.
it.
This
This
was
was this was
tough.
wild. I was
This was. You want me to take it away? This was tough.
like, sure.
Oh my gosh, guys. So we have my favorite newbie, Kelly. And we have her beautiful daughter, Chloe, who is 17. I'm sorry, she's 17. And they're having their little yoga meditation, which I'm all about yoga and meditation. They're having a little Zen moment. Okay, so after their Zen moment, and I love the daughter. I love seeing healthy daughter mother dynamics on television, especially with Black women. I love it. So after their yoga session, they're having girl time, sitting down, and I guess Kelly got sent an article about her ex. So at this time, I believe he was released from jail, and he spoke to the press or some blog, whoever it was, and basically stated that he is now trying to just take care of himself and focus on the kids. Oh. And Kelly was like, nigga, since when? So I want to point something out there, y'all. I want to know who this dude is, because for him to be in an article, he is definitely in the entertainment industry. He's either a CEO, an executive, he's somebody, because they're not just writing articles for anybody. So I do wonder who he is. Nonetheless,
From what I'm looking at, I wouldn't let that motherfucker be humping and pumping on top of me unless he
I
has
would
some
have
fucking
never
money.
smashed him.
Unless he has some motherfucking money, he would not be
I mean,
humping and
he
pumping.
definitely had money when they met, for sure. Now this is where it gets sad, you guys. Somehow in the conversation about him taking care, or him, focusing on the kids, Chloe was like, well, I know he ain't talking about me. I know he only cares about the other 3 kids. He don't care about me. He's not very fond of me anymore. So we get a little backstory. Chloe is Kelly's oldest, and she had Chloe from a previous relationship. However, Kelly's trifling ass, estranged, abusive husband has been in Chloe's life since the baby was damn 2 or 3 years old, a toddler. So he is the only father figure. I'm not gonna say only, but he has been a father figure since the girl was damn 2 years old in diapers. So for him to have helped raise this young lady, and then now that things are tumultuous with the relationship, with the marriage, I think that's disgusting that he is now like disowning her. I don't really see how you could do that. But then again, we're not dealing with the same person. This is the same person who threatened to um, Kelly in court in
In
front of
court, in front of a
judge.
judge. Right.
So, I mean, I guess I can't really expect too much, but I'm very sensitive about children and protecting children, and my heart really ached for her. And then another deep part was when Kelly was just speaking about the future, like something about me getting married. Although I don't think I'll ever get married. Well, maybe when you get married. And Chloe said, "I don't think I ever want to get married. I don't want to end up like you." Oh, I don't even have kids yet, and I felt the sting. I think Kelly handled that amazing, because I know that was a gut punch for her, but Kelly is very emotionally intelligent. Even though that comment stung, she understood why her daughter said that. And if you are a 17-year-old child and your example of love and marriage was this at that impressionable age, I probably would look at marriage terrible as well.
Yeah, I
So I
get
17. I know the girl she's not going to feel this way 10 years from now. She's 17. She has a lifetime to go before she gets married. But that did sting, and I do hope that in the near future Kelly does consider putting Chloe in some sort of therapy. Chloe is the older sister, and you guys know how it is when you're the oldest daughter. A lot of times
The
things,
eldest daughter trauma.
the eldest daughter trauma, and it's very real. And you can tell the fact that Chloe Kelly depends on Chloe. You can tell she depends on Chloe to help her with the other kids. You know that she treats her like a friend, which I think is beautiful. I obviously her sharing the article with Chloe. Chloe's probably very mature, but I just hope Chloe has I don't know. I hope she's able to process this and gets to also be a kid herself and get to enjoy her youth. And I pray for the girl. I pray for her. I pray for her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for me, I am that person. I am the eldest daughter. I have eldest daughter trauma
Yeah.
all over my life, all over me, all over. And for me, I felt like this was too much for Chloe to handle. I felt like it was unfair to her. I felt like, you know, because honestly, in this situation, when I looked at it, it looks like she's not even able to handle that. Like,
Uh,
even like, I mean, you want to say your daughter is mature enough and all this other stuff, but I did not see mature in none of this. In this interaction, I didn't see that she can handle things, whatever. And not saying that if you can handle it, it's okay. It's not okay.
yeah.
But I felt like she was wrong because it was too much emotional baggage that she's not supposed to deal with. And that's
I
and
see what
that's
you
just how.
mean, but I disagree because I this is nothing new. I when I say this is nothing new, I mean I can tell that Kelly does this all the time with Chloe, meaning involves her in the information, lets her know what's going
It's
on.
not
I
right.
mean, you guys,
She can do it, but
did
it's
you
not
hear what
right.
I agree? You heard when Kelly said that one time, and I'm not blaming Kelly because Kelly is handling a lot too, and I think she's carrying it very well, may I add. But did you hear when Kelly said there was one day where Kelly was having a horrible moment and Chloe found her crying on the bathroom floor, and Chloe took it upon herself to take the other siblings to go and leave the house and go get ice cream. I mean, yeah, I think Chloe has been exposed to a lot, and that's why I mentioned the therapy part.
Yeah. They definitely need therapy. And I feel like Kelly needs her own therapist so she can
Yep.
release her daughter from that responsibility.
Yep.
That is where I'm getting to. That was like where I was
Mhm.
trying to go to. Like, you need to talk to your therapist. You need to hire. She has somebody for everything. Hire a therapist
I
and don't,
agree.
because the same thing, because I feel like Angela probably thinking that her daughter was her best friend, and she really wasn't. Girl, she really wasn't. She really
Because she a
wasn't.
damn kid.
Right. But what I'm saying is that, like, yeah,
I
no,
agree, sis. I know.
you
I agree with you.
you
You,
hire somebody to do that for you.
I
You
agree,
don't
sister.
burn that on the kids, but the thing is that the kids experiences it as well because they are in the household. And then
Eh,
maybe they see it, maybe they wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? There are different circumstances and stuff like that.
I agree with you, sister.
So, I mean, I'm just saying,
I
I
agree.
didn't really care for the scene. I'm mad that she let that fat roly poly motherfucker just do her dirty like that, girl. She is too cute for that. I hope he has something. I hope you get something out of it. It feels like, I don't know. I feel like Kelly is successful on her own, and I feel like if he wasn't bringing nothing to the table, if he was not doing what he needed to do, then yeah, no, girl. You fucked
You
up.
call him a fat roly poly ass.
Fat roly poly motherfucking ass. Okay, I'm not.
Can't
I'm
believe
not playing these games
that
with these
roly
niggas.
poly ass nigga.
You
Look
need to
how
tell
he
these
look.
niggas they ugly, they fat, they Rick Ross, fat stinking motherfuckers
And
with big
you had the
titties.
nerve to raise your hand at Kelly and
And
oh,
she's a miniature.
he's so
She's like
tiny.
so tiny. Can you imagine that man trying to do that to her? Like,
He's
fuck
so
that.
disgusting.
Like,
He's
no,
so
you don't get to do
disgusting.
that on my watch. I'm sorry.
I
I'm
would
sorry.
have. I can't say what I would have done online, but yeah, I'm disgusted.
Yes, Insanity, come on over to my channel.
I'm literally typing
I
it. I'm
might be a
typing it
little
right
bit
now.
too vulgar for you. I might be a little bit too
No, because I've been cursing up a storm.
girl,
I
you
just
know.
put it. I was typing.
I'd be a little different. I'd be a little different taste of something.
I be kind of. That's why some people don't like to work with me. I guess because I got too big of a mouth.
No,
Well, that's
it
fine.
be like that.
That's why
Okay,
I
so
might
where we going? Now
Oh Lord.
this particular scene, I want to know. Do you think the daughter was purposely not trying to be around Ralph? Like, I don't want to. She kept on saying she didn't want to. I felt so bad for that little girl. The whole scene. She kept saying, "I
Yeah.
don't want to. I don't want to." She was like, "Come on, come on, friend. Come on, best friend. Let me do
Ooh.
your hair so I can go." And I was just like,
Oh, Nita, you taking it deep. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't see it that way. I took it as innocent as nobody as a kid liked to get their hair done because I was tender headed. I didn't want my mama touching my damn hair. I took it as she didn't want to do the girl's hair. Now you got me thinking, what if she was trying to stall because she didn't want Drew to leave? You heard me? No, you didn't.
that too. That too. Yeah, I was talking to my aunt. She was saying she needed
Oh, hey, auntie.
to mediate or meditate out.
Oh yeah, meditate, girl. Me too, auntie. Me too, girl.
Okay, it's all
You can
good.
go.
I
Honestly,
know, girl. We've been going almost 3 hours. Oh my
we gotta go. If you want to start, if you really do want to do meditation and like I would say self-guided meditation, go on YouTube. I do this at least twice a month. And when I tell you guys I feel so much better, type in on YouTube self-guided meditation. You can find so many videos, self-guided meditation for positivity, for good health, for wealth, for just oh my gosh. You
right.
can I'm telling y'all that has helped me in my personal life. I'm so serious.
Absolutely, absolutely,
Now you want to talk? I want you to go in on narcissistic Ralph.
absolutely. That's exactly where I was going. I was beelining. Nita the Diva. That's my channel.
Oh, she probably can't. I realize she can't see.
No,
Oh,
when I do it on
there you go.
StreamYard, it goes to both channels.
No. Sometimes when people are commenting, that's what she
Oh, it
was saying
doesn't.
earlier. She's like, I can't see everyone else's
No,
comments.
StreamYard. She said, "What's her channel name?" That's all.
Yeah, on YouTube.
Yeah, that's all.
What I'm saying is on YouTube, if you're watching someone stream and they're streaming on like you're streaming and I'm streaming, she can only see the people that comment under my channel stream. She can't see and interact with the other comments.
Right, and that's
Most
what I was
people,
saying. She said,
yeah.
"What's the channel name?" So I just gave her the name.
Yeah,
So
yeah, for your channel. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, for your channel.
They do all the time. I had to rate. Okay. Okay, Auntie Baby, I love you. See you on Sunday.
I can't wait for you to go in on Ralph.
Girl.
I think
Okay,
he
here we go.
I think he bullshitted. I think he did that shit on him popping up on Drew was on purpose.
Yeah. As you can see, he wants camera time. He is much like a Martell 2.0. Wants camera time and just like when I tell you Ralph Conehead ass is like making my ass itch in the deepest part of the ass, like where the ass meet, right?
Go away, Nita the diva. I'm weak.
Where the ass meet, right there.
Um, he just all up in that booty.
Girl,
All
how
up in that
how
booty.
about what I'm trying to say to you is that I'm trying to figure out how he's paying for all the bills. She tells him he needs to call the exterminator. That's not true. I talked to my lawyer. That's what my lawyer said, that's your responsibility. Well, what are you doing? She was just like,
A bitch.
that's what you're supposed to be doing. That's the reason why he gets privileged to live in the house, because you're paying all the bills, Mr. Conehead.
Well, Nita, I find it funny that if he's allegedly paying all the bills, why hasn't he sent the attorneys
Financials.
his financial
Only
records?
her financials.
Hmm. Very suspicious, if you ask me.
Girl, when I tell you Drew is a submissive provider, that's her money that he's paying with. That's why he was only able to provide her financials, because he doesn't
Clock
have
it.
any.
Clock
He
it.
doesn't have any. The only thing that he has is his good looks. To some, not me.
Yeah, he's attractive. I mean, he's attractive. But
Him
he's
and that cone head go somewhere else. Mm-mm. I mean, I guess somebody. Some,
I mean, the nigga's attractive, but he
like
ain't.
Martell, like y'all, the alien head and the coin. I don't know. I mean, I gotta get to know somebody first. So that's kind of like how
I mean, I don't have to get to know somebody to say they are
I don't
attractive.
really have a type, but you know.
I mean, I think he's attractive, but because he's such an ugly person on the inside, I mean, I think he's ugly, but he is on paper aesthetically pleasing. Yes, aesthetically, he's an attractive man, but he is such an ugly person that his ugliness outweighs his aesthetics. He's so I just can't stand his goofy ass, smiling ass, just goofy.
Girl, when I tell you that baby ran from him, and that daughter is his.
That
That's
daughter
his
is baby.
biological daughter. And baby, when I tell you she looked like she ain't want to spend no motherfucking time with him.
Child, boo boo kitty.
I know. Girl. She was running and running. I thought I heard her fall. Like when she ran around the corner.
Oh, I hope not. My little tank.
Child, it's a
My
mess.
little tank.
This whole thing, I'm glad Allison is with her.
I'm thankful too.
And my thing is I'm glad that she did not give him a response, because y'all, when I tell you, narcissists don't care what your response is, whether it's positive, whether it's negative, whether you cussing his ass out, whether you doing anything,
It's so true.
any energy you give them, they love it. They absorb it. They take it. He was baiting her. He was baiting her. And she said, in my therapy, I found out that I have to disengage.
Okay.
And baby, that's the only thing that I can kind of see that maybe they may be getting a divorce.
No, they are getting divorced.
She said that, I was there, oh yeah, you're recovering from narcissistic abuse. She's in therapy, she's recovering, and
I want y'all to understand, I never questioned for a second their divorce. Drew got her ways, but Ralph is a goddamn narcissist. Do you remember when they were in front of Dr. Ken? I mean, y'all, I read through Ralph from their first season, and I do feel that I do sympathize with Drew, like Nita said, because I do see a woman who is recovering from being with a narcissist. Mm-hmm. And I know that word has now been the common popular word on social media, but there have been narcissists since forever. And Ralph is textbook. And the fact that one of the therapists that they did see called him out for it, actually. said that he displayed signs of a narcissist. So
Absolutely. Like, I feel like everybody has narcissistic tendencies, but to be classified as a narcissistic personality disorder, that's a different thing.
I agree.
I feel like people are just narcissistic. There are certain things that you've done in your past, things that you've done to protect yourself. A lot of times your ego does protect you from certain behaviors.
Yep.
But at the same time, for a personality disorder, that's a whole nother thing.
I agree.
I feel like ego is somewhat
It's
necessary.
different. Yeah, yeah.
It's necessary. You have to have a certain amount of ego and pride in yourself where you show yourself love. That's how you kind of like stand up for yourself. You do, you know what I'm saying? So narcissistic is not a bad word, but the way that they have co-opted that word in this particular generation, it is kind of overdone. It's overdone.
It's overdone. But
It's
I have to disagree that narcissistic, whatever behavior, it's never been a good thing. But like Nita said, I do think it gets overused, it gets misused in today's generation. I totally agree. I
mm-hmm.
totally agree. But Ralph, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. F them kids. I would have been divorced, Ralph. I would have been divorced. That fucking peanut head ass nigga.
yeah. And the thing is once you see yourself on TV and you start to see, that's why it didn't take Drew long. It didn't take her long.
Yeah, especially after TV, right, Nina? Because you get to see it and people see it, and then you know how many women probably DM'd her, Nita, and was like, "Can you
Absolutely.
imagine?" You know how
Absolutely.
many women
And
probably?
and
Yeah.
the smart women will listen.
Yes,
They will look at it, take themselves out of it and look at it and be like, "Ooh," and see it for what it is. When you're in it, you don't really see it.
I
You
agree
know
with
what I'm
you.
saying?
Yep.
So yeah, let's keep moving on. So I'm glad that she has Allison with her.
Yes. And
Um,
I have to go in 10 minutes, y'all. I have to I have to do something important. I have to call somebody.
that's fine. We're gonna keep on moving this whole thing, Shamia with RL, whatever.
RL looks good, y'all. He's from Next. He looks so good. I want to give him his credit. Now the Beijing is intense, but
It's Beijing.
he looks good though. He looks
Yeah.
good.
But he doing his thing with
Yep.
Shamia. That's all good.
Yep.
Okay, so now this whole thing. Oh, they come to the studio, and Drew is saying, I don't even know what Drew is saying. Do you know what Drew is saying?
Okay, so this is what happened. They come to, now, oh, I love Angela. They come to the studio, and
Oh,
of course, Drew
oh,
was late again. So Angela kicks it off with, as she's about to play the song, she was like, how did you? I felt bad for you because when you played the song initially, Portia was talking over it, and Shamia was like, "I'm gonna be honest, that did bother me. I did not like it, and it's something that I do have to address. I haven't addressed it yet, but I will when the time is right." And yeah, that did bother me. So in the confessionals, that's when Shamia lets us know that she's a people pleaser and that she does put people's emotions and feelings above her own, and that it bothered her what Portia did. Now Drew comes in looking pretty. I love the hair. And Shamia was basically giving credit to RL and thanking him for his talents and for believing in her and uplifting her and really making her feel like she could do the damn thing. And Drew was like, yes, so you can relate. That's exactly how Dennis made me feel. Yeah. I mean, the success of this project, it might even help pay for PJ's college tuition. And Shamia didn't like that. Shamia felt like she was overstepping by talking about, Portia's child and money and which I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I do see how that could be offensive, like a little bit. So Shamia had to take up for her girl. And then Shamia was like, well, I think the college is already taken care of. And Drew said, well, okay, well, maybe it'll pay for some snacks.
And that's what it will do. Some snacks, because the royalties are not royalty no more.
Like it used to. Unfortunately, streaming
Yeah,
has
no, streaming has
taken over, and the music artist is suffering.
Yeah. It's going to Apple, Pandora. It's going to all of the big people.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's happening. But girl, what I was laughing at in this scene is that Shamia was singing this song.
Oh, in the confessional? Girl.
On the whole song, girl.
I love Shamia. Some people asked her to sing the damn chorus of the song.
I love Shamia.
Singing the first verse, the chorus, the second verse. They were like, okay, Shamia, thank you.
I got it.
Y'all gonna hear this goddamn song, bitch. I've been waiting my whole life. Y'all gonna hear this song. Y'all gonna hear this shit.
When I tell you,
it's excellent television. I love Shamia.
I go up for Shamia.
I've been going up for Shamia. Shamia has always been funny, y'all. She's always been funny. That girl said, y'all gonna hear this song. Oh, Portia was talking over it the last scene. Y'all gonna hear this shit.
It was so funny.
Oh my
god. It was so funny. So I can't even remember what we were talking about.
All right, let's go on. I think we covered this.
Yeah. Oh, this particular thing, the olive branch and
this was the initial, like, how did you feel? I felt bad when Portia was talking over your song, and that was this initial sit down before Drew came in. Yeah.
Okay. So let me say this as I got it on my mind, because it will leave me very fast.
Okay.
The way Angela postures herself with everyone, I feel like she tells Britt that I'm on your side. She tells Shamia, that she's on her side and she understands her, and she tells Kenya that she's on her side. And I'm like, Angela, you can't be on everybody's side. I feel like she's just trying to get tea. That's what I feel like. I feel like she's trying to get tea, and I don't really know where she really lands. Like, I feel like she's trying to be Switzerland and trying to like hear everybody think. But the thing that really kind of bothers me is when she say, I'm on your side. Like it kind of
said that twice, or she said it twice now. She said it
twice. She said it twice for Britt. She said it once for Britt. She said it once for Kenya.
Okay.
And I was just like, which side are you on? Like, you remember when she said, when Kenya came to her and she was like, you the only one that reached out to me. She was like, I'm on your side. And then when she talked to Britt, she was like, I'm on your side. And I'm like,
girl, she's on Britt's side. I don't remember her saying she on Britt's side.
Okay, I'm gonna look at it. Or even
I think she said Kenya was wrong for what she did with the poster, and she took it too far.
In the group. But whenever she heard everybody's side,
I think you know what? I think she did say that to Britt
individually. Right. I'm gonna make sure.
No, you're right. I think she
I'm gonna
said
make
something.
sure I pull
I
it.
think she said it before, either before the bank event or after.
Mm,
Remember, she was writing for Brit at first, because remember, she's the one that wrote the question on the card about,
right.
Kenya, can you please speak nicely
That
to
too.
Brit?
That too.
So Nita is
That
right.
too.
I'm being corrected. In the beginning, she was kind of writing for Brit a little bit more in the beginning. She was.
Yeah. So and then she's sitting up here talking. So now
I,
Shamia and Portia has like some different
yeah.
opinions, and then she's sitting up here talking about she on your side, and then what's she gonna say to Portia? That's what I want to know.
Well, y'all, I can already tell you guys that Portia and Angela um do not have the best relationship as the season goes on.
Okay,
I'm not saying it's a full out war. I'm just saying they
some
don't,
tension.
there's tension between them as the season goes on. There is tension with
Yeah,
Portia.
yeah. And
Um,
like I said, Angela has a strange relationship with the truth. So I don't know.
okay.
I do not know how that's going to shake out. And we'll see. We'll see. Oh, hold on. We got a couple more slides. Let's get through them. The
It hurt.
mother
Cry, 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 cry. She cried. She's sad.
next.
Next.
Okay. So we said we was going to talk about this. We touched on it a little bit, but I felt like it was very manipulative of that daughter. The language that she used, she was just like, yeah, I went over to grandma's house to use the car that you provided her. Like she had some entitlement to it. When I tell you young people and young adults are very manipulative, baby, when I tell you I know it and I know it and I experience it and I know it for the truth, you 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 can't tell me no different. Baby, when I tell you my son was manipulating me and he has autism, he's on the spectrum
On the
and
spectrum,
he
and
was
he's
he
very
was manipulating me from
smart.
the age of 10 years old.
He's very smart. Yeah.
So yeah, no, you can't tell me like the stuff that she was saying. Like she was like, what did she say? She said that I went over grandma's house to use the car that you provided
Yeah,
them.
I thought that was manipulative, but I'm not.
This the wording, right?
It was manipulative. I agree. I think the whole conversation was manipulative, but I'm not gonna discard what the grandma or the sister said something very mean and nasty to the daughter. And I think that's where the bipolar disorder
No,
comes
she
out.
said that the mother said that you need to put gas in the car or even give her some money
No, she said
because she
something else.
probably
She said something else nasty. She said something else nasty to the child. And that's when Angela was like, "What?" Remember, Angela's like, "No, you should have called me immediately." It was something more, it was something nasty. I'm not saying
it wasn't said. It wasn't said.
it was
So
said, but
it
it
could
was
have been nasty. It could have been
it
nasty to
was
that
said.
girl. It could have been nasty to the girl who wanted her way and wasn't getting it. But then she translates it to the mother as if it was like World War III. Like, what are you talking about? Like, no. Like for me, bring the car back with gas. That's all I'm saying.
No, I don't think you hear what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I agree with everything you're saying as far as the daughter's position of being manipulative, and I 100% agree. What I'm saying is, in the midst of the
That
argument
part.
that you had with, okay, hold on, because I get distracted. I want to be able to finish. In the midst of her argument with the mama and the sister, I'm not saying the daughter was perfect. I'm just saying, based in the midst of the argument, I don't have it verbatim, y'all, but I vividly remember when I'm watching that scene, the daughter repeated something that the mom or the sister said, and Angela had a visceral reaction and said, she said that to you, and she said, you should have immediately called me when that was said to you. It was something derogatory, and it was something that it was inappropriate. That doesn't mean the daughter didn't have any fault. That just means something inappropriate was said. That's all I'm saying.
Because the fact that she didn't call her is because that didn't happen.
Okay, that's your opinion.
Because if she had a leg to fucking stand on, she gonna call her mother. Because her mother is king. Her mother bought the car.
You might be right, but I don't trust
Yeah,
the daughter.
no, I ain't putting no more sauce on it. I ain't putting no sauce on it. I'm not trying to tell a story that's not there.
I'm
Like
not.
if you felt
what
like
happened in the story, just
if
because
you
if I get in an argument with someone and they punch me in my eye, that's wrong. That doesn't mean that I was perfect in the argument. That doesn't mean that I did not have fault in the argument. But two things can be true. I also was an asshole in the argument, but that other person was also wrong for punching me in the eye. And that's all I'm saying is they all wrong. And I'm just saying, if the mom is bipolar, and I've dealt with someone who is bipolar, I know how things can escalate in an argument. And that's all I'm saying. So
okay.
Angela has
And what I'm saying is I don't know. We need to get more information, and I'm not reading more into it than
I'm not reading more. I'm going off of what was said.
because
I'm not reading more.
like we said, like Angela said, if that is really what happened, then you need to let me know.
You're right, but then this is also the same child that keeps a marriage from her mother, so I don't know what to really.
Yeah, so what about that?
Yeah,
Girl, what I'm trying to tell you is that them children don't fuck with you. They using you. It is what it is, and it just is.
Clock it. Where's the husband's car? Is he leeching off of the mama too?
Exactly, and that's what it is, and that's what it is, and now and you can't.
Yeah, I don't. I agree. I mean,
how you gonna get married and then you asking me for my car, my mother's car? No, you got a whole nigga that's supposed to be taking care of you. Get the fuck out of my face! Like, no, we not doing that. I don't know where y'all come from. That young generation, girl, no,
they're very entitled. The younger generation is extremely entitled.
Like I said, that nigga ain't shit.
He ain't shit.
He ain't shit. That's why she hid it from her mother. And they could be best friends, but she knew that her mother wouldn't approve of that motherfucking nigga. And that's just what it is.
I agree. That daughter, something is off about her. I don't know about her too much. I don't know about her.
So Angela starts crying because she feels like she really got cut off of a monumental event of her child's life, the person that she has given her whole life to, and then you sit up there and you fucking get married without telling me what the fuck.
Hold on, Nita. Look at the ID. I'm not saying this is right, but look at the ID, because if this is true, this does open up another can of worms. But it seems like Angela would not. It seems like Angela would be okay if her daughter was.
I don't know about that. I can't speculate. I'm not doing none of that. I ain't touching it. I'm not. I'm just not.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to do more research before I sign on to that comment, but I will keep it.
Auntie, love you. Agree to disagree. Y'all have a good night. Be blessed. All right, love you, Auntie.
Yeah, I agree with Nita. I mean, I'm gonna put it in the back of my head, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I'm taking a note for it.
I'm gonna put it back here behind my wig, but
I ain't heard none of that. I ain't heard.
I don't know. It sound good, but I don't know if it's true.
And if it was, I feel no ways tired.
It's almost. I gotta go. It's almost 11. It's almost.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Oh wait, how many more slides we got?
I don't know. You said you gotta go. Like,
I meant like I gotta go in a minute. I gotta go in a minute. Like let's kind of.
okay, this whole
I'll
the
go.
embryo. Did y'all think that Portia had an embryo with Simon? That was a thing that was
Yeah, because she's dumb.
hell no.
I
I
think
thought she would have already been pregnant with it. Like I didn't think she had an embryo. Why would you have an embryo if that's your husband? So
well,
that didn't make sense to me. I don't know. That's my
we
stance.
don't remember
What's your stance?
she's 43. We don't know her medical reports. We don't know what she got going on down south, and we don't know about Simon's swimmers if he has any. So I'm gonna leave it at that as far as medically why she maybe did the embryo thing. I don't know.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, so the peach, the peace brunch. Okay, we gotta get here. We gotta get here. Child, the peace brunch. Child, when I tell you Kelly, the shade that she threw to Portia when Portia said that she wasn't coming, I was like, oh girl.
Kelly is funny.
When I knew she was a housewife, it was that moment. It was that moment. She knew in that moment that she was like, "Oh, girl." When she saw the Portia on the
When she picked up and Portia was like, "Hey, girl," she's like, "Oh hell, I know that, y'all. If y'all know anything about having plans, having an event, and you get that call an hour before the event, hey, girl, you know bitches are got to cancel on you. So I know exactly what that feel like. Now, Portia definitely was sick because she sounded like shit on the phone. I was like, "Oh, bitch, you are sick." But Kelly said, "All right, girl, make sure you don't as long as you don't take
make sure you take everything except for you. My man.
Take all the medicine and vitamins. Take everything, girl. Just make sure you don't take nobody else's man. Bye-bye." That shit was hilarious.
Baby. I slid out my chair.
I slid out my
girl, yes, Kelly, you are my girl. Kelly
Kelly
is winning it for me.
She's my favorite. She's my favorite newbie.
She's my favorite, and then it's Angela for me.
I'm not gonna count Shamia because Shamia has been a friend of the show. As far as like newbie, like no, never Shamia seen her. Yeah, no, Shamia is first, but Shamia is my favorite, and then Kelly, and then Angela.
Yeah. That shit was funny as hell. And then her little assistant, he was like, "Oh, it's a leaf in this."
He said, "Who do you not like? This could be their cup."
Bitch, I'm gonna need a new cup for everybody. Even though I think I'm good with everybody, but I don't know. And then she come, girl, the way Britt came in here, she's so defensive, and I understand her being defensive. I'm gonna say that. Okay. I understand her being defensive. I don't, I ain't going up for her, but I understand her being defensive.
Y'all, I'm so sorry, Nita. I'm so sorry. I have to do an assignment. I have got to go. I'm so sorry. But Nita,
all right, is everybody okay? So anybody else in here? Because I'm just gonna cut it off too.
No, I think you should finish this scene. I think you should finish this scene with Britt.
It's fine. It's fine. If ain't nobody here, then what the fuck?
Well, then let's be professional. Let's finish it out. Like, I do want to say this real quick. I do want to say this for a minute,
and then I don't have to say nothing else.
I want to be professional though. I don't want to just buy. I want to close it out right. But
all right,
I feel like
we got another scene between Britt and. So I just want to make you aware that we're talking about this, and then we're talking about this.
I think it's one and the same.
Okay.
Britt comes in as defensive, which, like Nita said, we understand. She don't really know the temperature. I'm trying to think the first thing that came to, well, okay. So Shamia kind of opened it up and Kelly kind of opened it up, was like, this is for you. We want to be positive. We know it's been kind of rough the last week, positivity, positivity. And so Shamia was saying, we've talked, but I don't think everyone knows the severity of what's going on. And Shamia, being sympathetic, was like, well, Britt said that she lost her license. And Angela was like, oh, you lost your license? How? Under what circumstances? Under what circumstances? I mean, are you not understanding what's going on? And Angela's like, whoa, where's that energy coming from? I'm asking a simple question. And Britt just kept going back and forth with Angela, called the girl slow, said, read the room, read the effing room. And my issue with Britt, and I don't know who she needs to talk to, a therapist, somebody needs to talk to her in her camp, but Britt comes off like she either has anger issues, a bad temper, she's overly defensive. My issue with Britt and why I couldn't really have her in my space too much is I think Britt is someone who is a loose cannon and goes from 0 to 50 real quick. I don't think Angela did anything to provoke her. I don't think Angela was being nasty. I genuinely think Angela was like, wait, okay, under what grounds did you lose your life? It was a simple question, in my opinion. And
and she's one of those girls that always think that girls are, I don't have female friends, male-centered men.
Red flag for me.
Britt acts like a man. She's much like Remy. If you get what I'm putting down, Remy Ma.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't think about it before you said it.
She exudes like she takes up for the men. She is male-centered. And so, of course, you're not going to be a girl's girl. And, of course, the girls ain't going to be doing nothing with you because, girl, you will throw them underneath the bus as soon as you could. But I'm not going to hold this live or whatever. This whole interaction with them, I'm on Angela's side. Britt is male-centered, so like this whole back and forth, I'm not here with it. And then Shamia or whoever had to break it up and do this little two-step, and they got along to get along. So,
but wouldn't you agree that she might have some temper issues? Because
she does.
Take being male-centered out of it, that doesn't even matter, because when it was Kenya, it had nothing to do with the man. She just went 0 to 50 on Kenya. And how now we have another example. Again, y'all, this is the first month of filming.
That's another example.
That's another example. The first month of filming, we're seeing that you are going 0 to 50 on someone unwarranted over basic questions. Kenya wasn't being shady. She asked you a basic question about your fucking ring because you said it, you introduced it in a weird way. This is my second. Well, hey, bitch, do you mean your second marriage? What, I mean, Kenya, I have watched Kenya for over a fucking decade. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out when Kenya is being shady. It really doesn't take a scientist.
Right. She does it, and she does it in your face. And
exactly.
You know it.
You never have to question ever if Kenya Moore was being shady. You will know it. So again, Britt, I met you. I think you were very nice to me. You were very sweet. Stop it, Simba. But my love, it looks like you have a bad temper. And if this is how you handle conflict, I don't see you being on this show much longer past this season. Because guess what? You're going to become insufferable. And from what I've heard and seen, you don't have a good relationship with any of the ladies except for Portia.
Right. And she's already on my do not list. But I watch her YouTube.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is it for us. Y'all join us back. Hopefully, we'll be back. If Monique Nicole can't join us back, I'm going to promise to try to be back.
We'll
Well,
be back next Tuesday. We'll be back next Tuesday.
she's
Dr. Mel.
busy. She's always busy.
I am. But we'll be back next
But
Tuesday.
we'll be back. And so, yeah, let us know what your thoughts are down in the comments, and definitely hit the like, subscribe, go to both channels. I don't know where y'all are, but go to both channels. And we'll see you next week for Reality Talk TV. Bye, y'all.